Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening Friday night of the Winter 25 Battle Court season. Tonight's game day will feature the Renegades and the Devils. Let's begin with player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the away team, the Renegades. Number 92, Flores. Number 14, Stan. Number 7, Ben. Number 40, Goenaga. Number 38, Urbieta. And captain of the Renegades, number 20, Gaucheri. And now the home team, the Devils. From Hialeah, Florida, number 18, CRB. From St. Petersburg, Florida, number 25, Kubala. From Vitoria in the Basque Country, number 19, Faronda. Captain of the Devils from Vitoria in the Basque Country, number 31, Jairo. From Manchester, Connecticut, number 55, Benny. And from Maléon, France, number 64, Nicolas. And with that, the players salute you, the fans. We are ready to begin this Friday night game day. And with the introductions aside, want to welcome everybody into our opening Friday night broadcast here in the Winter 25 season. Andrew Bleckman joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you this contest between the Renegades and the Devils. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Very well, Andrew. Believe we had those introductory graphics up and that we're ready to begin.
Yes, first match here gets started with a little singles, a matchup that we haven't seen yet in Battle Court. Jairo's dropped down to Division 3 this year. He will face off against Goenaga to open up this game day.
There's the serve. We begin. Here's the backhand by Jairo. Jairo from the 12 line. Backhand to the inside. Big backhand hits the overhead screen. That's out of play. First point for the Devils and Jairo. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, Jairo, statistically, one of his worst seasons last season. He dropped down to Division 3, stayed with these same Devils, and now has an opportunity here to show this third division that he's back and ready to go here in Winter 25. Jairo last season, a record of 3-2 in singles, still not all too bad. Goenaga, though, 4-1, but that was in Division 3. Jairo played up in Division 2, so a little bit tougher competition there.
Here's the backhand by Goenaga to the inside. Jairo's there. Jairo from the 10 line. Robote left side. Chula scores coming from the left side of Jairo. 2 points for the Devils and Jairo. Jairo has the serve.
That perfect Chula, basically perfect right there. It's when it hits the spot where the floor and
Don't
the
see
back
many of
wall
them.
meet. And it's not playable on the rebote. You see there, dying and scoring to make it 2-0 in favor of Jairo.
Almost always get some good bounce off that back wall, even when it looks like a Chula. With that one, hit the crack just between the back wall and the floor.
I was going to say, too, Jairo's known for his right side. Does most of his damage from the right. That backhand beautifully thrown there.
Here's the backhand by Goenaga to the inside. A rebote, the rebound from the back wall. This ball caught by Goenaga. Hard to the inside. Jairo's there. Ball tipped on the forehand of Jairo. Goenaga gets his first point up for the Renegades. He serves.
A golden opportunity there deep in the backcourt, right to Jairo's forehand, and just couldn't come away with it. Rare miss, and see what Goenaga can do with that break. Goenaga, one of the best servers last year in terms of aces, playing in divisions 3 and 5. A little bit different here in singles with Jairo there in the backcourt.
Powerful serve by Goenaga is stopped by Jairo on the left side. Jairo back to the inside, backhand from the 9 line. Rotate forehand, swing and a miss, midcourt. That's 3 points for Jairo of the Devils. He serves.
Again, rare miss there for Goenaga, one of the most reliable rebotes on this roster, coming right to his forehand and just framed it. And his first match, though, for these players in quite a while. Nothing quite replicates game speed in these game reps. So, and to see a couple more unforced errors than we're used to seeing.
Here's the backhand by Goenaga. Rebote coming out. Rebote to the forehand of Jairo. Goenaga lets it pass. Jairo on the catch from the 8 line. Powerful throw by Jairo. Jairo low and hard to the inside. What a scoop
tough catch
by Goenaga. Jairo on the forehand from the 8. Right up the middle. Goenaga makes the catch. Scoop by Jairo at the 8. Rebote falling. Saved by Goenaga. Here's Jairo to the inside. Scoop attempt miss. A rebote not there. 2 bounces. It scores. That's 4 points for Jairo of the Devils. He serves.
Catching has been pretty solid for both players, but comes undone here as Jairo puts that one on the floor. Testing Goenaga on the bounce, a little bit trickier, and he got him there to his right side.
Yeah, Jairo missed one on the right side earlier, and that's his bread and butter.
Yeah.
I mean, that really is. But again, this is the first
match for both of these players.
First
it
set
wasn't
of the
all
first
too bad
match.
the first couple of game days, but still, a few more unforced errors, a couple more missed catches than you probably see towards the end of last season.
Low hard serve is good. Here's the backhand by Goenaga. Jairo from the 9 line. Rebote forehand. Had the distance.
Trouble.
Drops off and scores. That's 2 points for Goenaga and the Renegades. Goenaga serves.
Oh, look, just trying to make a forehand rebote save. Ended up hooking it into the sidewall, and that was the best case scenario for Goenaga. Got it just above the pad and no chance for Jairo to get there before the second bounce.
Catch by Jairo. Backhand from the 9 line. Rebote on the sidewall. Goenaga makes a save. Here's Jairo from the 7 line. Low and hard to the inside. Scooped by Goenaga. Goenaga midcourt winding up. Coasty inside, very much inside, will score. 3 points for Goenaga and the Renegades there in the orange shirt. Goenaga has the serve.
You see Jairo going over to Goenaga. Thought that maybe he got in his way a little bit earlier in the point, so just The true professional the Hyro is going to go over and make sure that everything's all right. 4-3 now, Goenaga climbing back into this opening set.
Excellent catch by Hyro. Here's the backhand, little clip off the sidewall. Goenaga's there. Catch by Goenaga midcourt. Karam.
Got it.
That is in and scoring. 4-4 is the score. All tied up. Playing the 6 in this first set. Goenaga serves.
Beautiful Karam there. Right side 2-wall from Goenaga. Travels the same way as that Costado 2-wall. The only difference is it's thrown from the right side compared to the left. That's now 3 straight points to tie things up.
Beautiful catch by Hyro off a hard serve by Goenaga. Goenaga with a hop. Hyro's there. Backhand from the 9. Wall to wall from the left side, coming out to the rebote. Ball tipped at the 10. That is 5 points for Goenaga and the Renegades. Possible set point.
Goenaga certainly picked up his level of activity here in the second half of this opening set. Very aggressive now, throwing the ball a little bit harder, and now Hyro struggling to bring these in the basket. 2 in a row to get Goenaga a possible set point.
Here's Hyro on the backhand to the inside. Goenaga takes it in the air. Robote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. Fired on the forehand of Hyro. Wall to wall. Goenaga, Robote 2-all. Lands in and scores. Point and set for Goenaga of the Renegades. Taking it 6-4 in the first set. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. So, coming from behind, Goenaga.
Well, really just flawless play from Goenaga there. The last 5 points, won 5 straight to close out that set. A little more aggressive, the catching, found his rhythm and worked out for him there in the end. Hard Rock Bet is partnering up with the World Jai-Alai League to offer Florida's game on Florida's only legal sportsbook. Scoop and score in just a few easy taps. Download the Hard Rock Bet app today.
Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches.
Yeah, 2 teams at different ends of the spectrum here with the draft. The Devils reloaded and completely retooled their team. They have 5 players, either new players or at a different rank from last season. They had Nicholas as a 1. They brought in Benny as a 2. Hyro slid down to their 3rd-ranked player. They picked up Ferronda and Kubala in Divisions 4 and 5 respectively, and then they had frozen CRB in Division 6. Whichever way you slice it, Stu, this is a loaded Devils roster with some high expectations this season. And you go over to that Renegades side, they lost to Rotz, and that's a big loss. Only 2 players not on the team that made it to the championship last year. They brought back Osheri, Urbieta now in the 2, Goenaga frozen to the 3, Ben in Division 4, Stan comes in as the new Division 5 player replacing Correa, and then Flores frozen in Division 6. Given what he did in the backcourt, they brought back that Goenaga and Flores teams with some high hopes.
Flores made some fantastic catches there throughout 2024, especially second half of the year. Pretty much well spotless as far as keeping the ball in play in the backcourt. Here you have the camera focused on 2 veterans of the sport. We did. Now there they are. Ferronda and Hyro. They like to remind me that they're part of the over 40 crowd.
And 2 of the players that
I said, what are you trying to do? Affect my expectations? I expect you to catch every ball and throw every point.
In the first season after a player drop in rank, they tend to have some good success, and there's a couple players that fit the billing here for the Devils: Hyro, Ferronda, and Kubala.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Ready for the serve from Hyro.
I mean, what a statement it would be for Goenaga to go out there and win this match in straight sets. I mean, after losing Arantz this offseason, there's a lot of questions surrounding this Renegades team, but if Goenaga can play like this and pick up some of that slack, I mean, this is a team that, with Gaucheri and with some of the other pieces around him, they could be right back in that championship.
Hiro serves. Our second set is now underway. Rebote forehand. Goenaga on the backhand from the 10 line. High and hard to the back wall, out to the Rebote. Rebote forehand by Hiro. Rebote 2-all by Goenaga. Read and stopped by Hiro. Hiro hard to the inside. That will score. First point of the second set for Hiro. And the Devils. He serves.
They got him on that Rebote 2-all to end the first set, but Hiro was well aware of it this time and was able to play great defense, track it down, and kill it on the return.
Yeah, he read the ball perfectly, stopped it, which he hadn't done that previous set. A rare miss for Hiro in that first set there on the forehand. This one stopped and just killed to the inside. Well done. Low hard serve by Hiro. Caught and returned by Goenaga. Here's Hiro from the 9. Low and hard, right up the middle. Stopped by Goenaga again. Big backhand by Hiro. Rebote from the 6 line. Costado 2-all. Stopped by Hiro on the forehand. Hiro powerfully will score again. 2 points for Hiro and the Devils. He serves.
Well, it gets increasingly harder to score on 2-all after 2-all. I mean, once Hiro knows that he's got to defend it, especially off the Rebote, I mean, he's not going to give that to Goenaga all day long. A great defense again, and then another powerful forehand crossing the sidewall, then hitting off the floor. So hard to get a read on it.
I know that you have stats working on it deep behind the scenes, but going back and thinking about how many Hiro stops on the right side and actually scores, pretty high percentage of his points. Here's the backhand by Goenaga to the inside, right to the corner. Rebote forehand by Hiro. Goenaga backhand. Wall to wall, out to the Rebote. Rebote left side. Little clip off the sidewall. Hiro's there. Scoop by Goenaga. Rebote forehand. Goenaga has it. Winds up. Inside placement, scores. Goenaga's on the board with a point. He serves.
Yeah, just kind of waiting for Goenaga to test one to the inside. He's been throwing 2-all all match long. And finally gets an opportunity, and he scores pretty easily there. He worked his way out of a 3-point deficit in the first set. And Goenaga just a point away from tying things up here after going down 2-0.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's Hiro on the backhand from the 10 line. Catch by Goenaga. Goenaga sends that one deep, clearing the overhead screen. Rebote forehand, straight back, low Rebote, saved by Goenaga. Hiro winds up, Coasty inside. Rebote forehand to the outside. Goenaga's looking for that at the 10 line, right up the middle. Taken on the left side of Hiro. Here's the backhand. Right to the corner, out to the Rebote. Ball tipped by Hiro at the 9 line. Goenaga gets his second point. We're tied up 2-2. Goenaga serves for the Renegades.
And look, that's a little different type of spin. Off the Rebote, hits the front wall, kicks off the sidewall, and then back to Hiro's forehand. Ball has a tendency to want to spin out of that basket from that right side, and just got to look it in an extra second longer. And fortunately for Hiro, not the case. It's 2-2. Goenaga right back in it.
What a catch by Hiro off a hard serve by Goenaga. Goenaga on the Rebote has a swing and a miss. 3 points for Jairo. He'll take the serve for the Devils.
Robote kind of shot off the back wall there and up above Goenaga's head. Very difficult to turn those kind of blindly up above your head. You got to get just about everything right with the timing and then have sufficient power, which is not easy to do.
Powerful serve by Jairo. Here's the backhand by Goenaga. Robote to the 9 line. Powerful forehand. Robote took off but hit the overhead screen. 3 points for Goenaga. We are all tied up a 3-3. Goenaga serves.
Again, just not as sharp as we're used to seeing Jairo play here in singles. I mean, couple missed catches, couple Robotes getting away from him, and that's what's keeping Goenaga in it now. Back to 3-3.
Powerful serve by Goenaga. Handled well deep in the backcourt by Jairo. Robote save. Jairo will take it on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. What a scoop by Goenaga. Robote forehand, played up high. Goenaga lets it pass. Scoop attempt missed at the 8 line. Goenaga now has 4 points and the serve.
I mean, from a highlight perspective, just perfectly done. He plays a Robote with a bigger bounce, puts it right on the side wall, and that's a tough high scoop to Jairo's left side. He's trying to make it. Able to come down, and now Goenaga leads in this second set.
Here's Jairo from the backhand at the 10 line. Wall to wall. Robote forehand by Goenaga. Clears the overhead screen. Robote forehand. Robote forehand again by Jairo. Laid up. Caught by Goenaga. Goenaga winds up, plays it inside right on the wall. It's a great scoop by Jairo. Backhand taken on the forehand of Goenaga. Goenaga with a long carom that
so
scores.
good.
Perfectly executed to bring Goenaga to 5 points. Possible set, possible match point.
I mean, when you think of Goenaga, you think of that costado and the damage he does mostly in doubles and with those 2 walls. It's been the right side today. He's gone back to it here late in the second set and just as well as he threw it in the first.
Here's a backhand by Jairo to the inside. Caught there by Goenaga. Robote to the 8 line on the forehand of Jairo. Great catch by Goenaga. Robote miss. Point, set, and match in straight sets to Goenaga, taking it 6-4, 6-3.
And that is a statement victory here. Goenaga starts off the day defeating Jairo in straight sets, 6-4, 6-3. He gets the Renegades their first win of the game day. Coming up next, we'll move over to doubles. 4th division will be Stan and Ben against Nicholas and Kubala.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Take a look here at that game day scoreboard showing that 1 win for the Renegades. They're in that bottom row. Those are our season-long standings. A little bit different this season here in Battle Court. The points are tied to the full game day result, so you get 1 point if your team wins the game day, half a point for each team if the 2 tie, and 0 points if you lose the game day. So you got to win 4 matches or more to win. 3 matches will be a tie. Then, of course, 2 wins or less, and you lose. We got Goenaga over in the DraftKings Players Cage after that win. Goenaga of the Renegades, quite the statement here. Jairo, moving down to Division 3 this season. You haven't really played against him in singles, so what was the plan to attack him and come out with the win tonight?
Yeah, like you said, I've never played against Jairo. Today was my first time. I knew that he was a really good player with a really good defense and a hard right side, but I was trying to avoid that, try to pass him, and then try to move the ball on the front to make the points.
And speaking of the right side, your carom was working really well. Is that something we could expect to see more of in this single season for you?
Well, I don't know. It depends on the game, but they lower the pad, so we have more chances to throw kill shots, and we'll see how the season goes.
And what an awesome start, Goenaga. Congratulations on that win.
Thank you.
And we'll move on over to doubles, 4th division matchup here. 2 brand new teams in battle chords, Stu. We're going to see Stan and Ben out there for the Renegades up against Nicholas and Kubala. Yes, Nicholas up in the front on this 4th ranked team.
So Nicholas, we know, classically trained backcourter. Great power on both sides. 2 seasons ago, I believe it was, 2 or 3, had to step up on the Warriors for, so that would be 3 seasons ago, or 2. Do the math. Had to step up
He stepped
for
up.
Inaki into the front court. Did a fantastic job. So now scheduled as a front courter.
We'll see what he can do here. I mean, it helps. You got Kubala back there. He played in Division 4 last season, now drops down to Division 5. He's as good a support as you're going to get down there in Division 5 with the likes of Cabrera.
Kubala has a habit of catching everything, especially on that left side, just moving cross court, making great catches, saving rebotes. That's Kubala's game.
And this is a 4th ranked double spot for the Renegades last year. That was Correa and Ben. Didn't get a win. To see if they got Stan up there, they can change some of those results. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our 2nd match, 4th division doubles. Representing the Renegades, we have the team of Stan and Ben. And for the Devils, we have Nicholas and Kubala. There's a serve by Stan. We begin. Kubala from the left side, the backhand. Dropping low, Ben gets in there with a nice scoop. Throws it just above the pad. Nicholas from the 8 line. Catch by Ben off the side wall. Here's Kubala now, 11 line, backhand. Opens up, Stan gets in there to cut it off. Kubala floats one on the wall. Stan with a tip ball. Gets the Devils the first point.
Catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw until you can throw a shot or your opponent misses it, and that was the case there. Stan moving up, just missing the ball there.
Ben opens up with the low runner. Kubala picks it off the side wall. Nice catch. Stan backed up again. High and hard from the left side. Kubala brings it in. Stan handles this one right on the wall. Floats up the backhand. Kubala pulls it in beyond the 12. The backhand, this one a little closer to the wall. Ben steps up, pulls it in. Catch by Nicholas, backhand. Picks up the pace a little bit. That one passing. Stan looking for the rebote. It hits. Nicholas just does get there before the second bounce. Hard throw inside. Ben, great control. Kubala trying to pass. Ben reaches in. Another tough catch. There's a backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Right back to Kubala. Catch by Stan up at the 9 line. Hard throw. Kubala calls for Nicholas to get in there. Makes a tough save on the rebote. Pushes it to the outside of the court. Stan is there. Hard forehand. Who he elevated it. Nicholas and Kubala both with a play. Nicholas comes away with the rebote. Stan from the left side. The drop shot's in the pad, and the pad is bad. That's a point for the Devils. Nicholas and Kubala, they have 2.
Yeah, Stan obviously had control over the ball, had it settled in his basket. Saw him make the catch, look up, scope out where his opponents were. Drop shot was definitely the play. Just got to hit the glass and not the pad.
I'll tell you what, I like the, Stan's aggressive style so far. I mean, he's been playing well. He's getting in there and showing no fear in his 2nd season now. Ben opens up, powerful backhand again, caught right off the sidewall. Here's Kubala. A tough catch there, right on the numbers. That scores for the Devils. That's 3 points.
Stan definitely having some difficult time there on that left side. Saw him making those catches pretty consistently back in November, December.
Ben from the middle of the court, back into the inside. Kubala stands in to make the catch. Here's Ben now, a little bit deeper from the 11. Nicholas steps back, takes it in overhead. This one floated on the wall. Ben gets out there, digs it out, but sends it up in the overhead screen. 4 straight for Nicholas and Kubala.
Yeah, Ben's made that rebote a number of times. That time just out of position, hitting the overhead screen before the front wall.
And again from the left side, crossing. Nicholas has to get in there, makes a tough save. Stan aggressive, hard to the inside. Kubala, what a great catch. Soft forehand, Ben got to step up. He gets there before the second bounce. Nicholas comes all the way back for it, plays the rebote. Ben just does get there. Costado comes up the middle. Kubala's got it. Backhand, crossing the sidewall. Ben steps around it, makes a diving save.
Nice save.
Nicholas couldn't get to it. Kubala comes in there from the left side of the backhand. Pulled in by Stan. Well, now from the left side, right back to Ben. Well, this one dropping right to Nicholas. He cuts it off of the 8, backhand inside. That scores. 5 straight points and a possible set point for Nicholas and Kubala.
Yeah, Ben with a couple uncharacteristic misses there on the left side. Just trying to establish familiarity playing with Stan.
Stan cuts off the serve. Philo scores.
That worked.
Started to the outside, gets Stan and Ben on the board.
So there'll be no shutout. That outside placement gets the Renegades up there on the board. Nicholas just overran it slightly.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's Kubala from the left side, the backhand from deep in the backcourt, trying to pass Ben. Reaches in, takes it off the sidewall. Kubala now from the 11 line, backhand again. Ben reaches in, another tough catch. Kubala keeps it on the left side. Stan looking for it, couldn't get there. Ben picks it up on the bounce. Kubala switches to the forehand, trying to drop it inside, gets the first bounce. Ben goes up late, great control, and he gets it off. Ben calls him off again, backhand up at the 11 line, right on the wall. Kubala gets out at the last second. Nicholas makes the save. Kubala was not a right up the middle. Oh, Nicholas picks it off.
Splitter.
That one clipped. Stan's got it. Stan with the 2-wall. Thrown to score. Second point for Stan and Ben. Still a possible set point for Nicholas and Kubala.
We had 5 straight from the Devils. Then Stan opening up with 2 shots that worked well. Again,
Look at this one.
he sees Nicholas right in the middle of the court. Throws the 2-wall cleanly inside, and that opened up. Very well done.
Kubala gets up to that serve. Backhand to the inside. Here's Ben now from the forehand. Long carom. That caught the top of the pad. Point and set. Nicholas and Kubala win it 6-2. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play our second set.
So the communication between Kubala and Nicholas, spot on. Kubala deferring to Nicholas several times during that point. Communication between Ben and Stan getting there.
Yeah, you know, always a tough spot here. Stan and Ben, you know, Correa and Ben didn't get a win last year. The way that the Renegades set up their teams, they're sacrificing a little bit here in Division 4, but you like what Stan brings to that team. He has another year of experience under his belt. And hey, this is the time to test some things out and get comfortable with those shots. And one thing we know, he's going to be throwing them now this season. That's good to see. And Ben, you know, some solid play there in the back to start. But going over to that Devils team, I mean, whenever you got Nicholas up there, you know you're going to have a solid catching team, and then you pair him with Kubala, and these guys are just a brick wall.
Absolutely. I mean, just the years of highlight experience you have in this Devils squad with Nicholas. Started playing professional back in 2012. Jairo, 21 years? 22 years professional, I believe, now. Just a solid squad overall. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently in our second of 6 scheduled matches this evening.
Yeah, coming up after this, we'll move over to third division doubles. We'll see Goanaga and Urbieta up against Ferronda and Benny. That'll be a good one, and some new teams as well, so it'll be fun to see that for the first time. Then Gaucheri against Nicholas. Nicholas, welcome to Division 1 singles. Your opponent? Gaucheri. Stan and Flores take on CRB and Kubala, and then Gaucheri and Ben against Jairo and Benny. So that'll be the slate for tonight's game day between the Renegades and the Devils.
Look, when you throw the kid in the deep end of the pool, you got a minute.
We're ready to begin our second set. Stan and Ben serve to Nicholas and Kubala. There's a serve by Stan. Set 2 is underway. Back into the inside, pulled off the sidewall. Stan goes deep. There's Kubala with the catch. Ben reaches in low as that cross the sidewall. There's a backhand. Coming out, Robote forehand. Saved by Nicholas. Caught the overhead screen, though. That's out of play. Stan and Ben get the first point of set 2.
Nicholas trying to get that past his opponents, throwing it over their heads. Just too high on the front wall. Throw it hard, bounces up, hits the overhead screen. Nicholas trying to reposition Kubala in the backcourt.
Kubala from the middle of the court, gets the backhand off. Ben steps in to make the catch. High and hard again, that's passing. Nicholas alone for the Robote, keeps it to the inside. Catch by Stan. Stan, there's a low bullet. Dropping in the corner, Nicholas missed that one. 2 quick points for Stan and Ben to begin set 2.
Uncharacteristic miss on the forehand of Nicholas. Again, he had to reach down and low. Not optimal for either catching a ball or trying to throw a Robote in highlight.
Kubala just does get up to that serve. Backhand inside. The catch by Stan. Plays it right back to him. Here's Kubala from the 11. Back to Ben now. Stepping in. Backhand. Comes out low. Nicholas cuts it off. Ben handles off the sidewall again. This one coming back to Kubala. Deep in the backcourt. Puts it inside. Ben now. Nicholas reaching in. He goes wall to wall. Stan backpedals into position. Fires on the 7 line up in the overhead screen. That's out of play. Nicholas and Kubala get their first point of set 2.
See Nicholas get back to serving here. Lots of power on both sides, both the forehand and the backhand. Look at that Cortada serve.
Low hard serve. Here's Ben. Nice catch. Backhand. Kubala reaches back behind and pulls it in. Floats it up to Stan. Stan, aggressive play. Back to Kubala. He's got it again. And up at the 10. Hard inside. Kubala once more. Oh, this one played to Nicholas. He fires to the inside, low and hard. Ben has to make a tough scoop. Kubala back beyond the 13 line, puts it inside. Stan steps back, cuts it off. High hard throw. Nicholas runs out there for the rebote, stops at the 6, plays it inside. Ben not going to let that cross the side wall. Oh, that scores for the Devils. Make it 2 in a row. We're tied up.
Stan was moving aggressively on that ball, trying to make the catch on the run. Can be done. Have to imagine that he was thinking about what he was going to do with it after he made that catch, but the ball never settled in his basket.
Low hard serve. Ben again. Great control. Fires it out of reach. Coming up the middle. Nicholas looking for that rebote. Puts it inside. Ben steps up. Takes it in the air. He passes from the right side. That opens up. Nicholas has to make a diving save. He keeps it in play. That's floating and scoring along the side wall. Devils retake the lead. 3-2.
The closer that ball is to the side wall, the more difficult it is to try to snatch it off it and do something with it.
Nicholas with the outside serve. Ben steps in with the right side. Forehand. Crossing the side wall. Back to Kubala. Nicholas steps in from the 9 line. Backhand looking to pass. That's out of reach. Stan looking for that rebote. Fires it up the middle. Kubala has it in the air. Catch by Stan off the sidewall. Big backhand again. That clears the overhead screen. Nicholas all the way up at the 6. Plays it up the middle. Kubala calls for Nicholas to take it. He drops it inside. Ben tipped it in the corner. 4 straight. Nicholas and Kubala lead in this second set.
Momentum definitely seems to be with the Devils at the moment. Kubala making consistent catches in the back. And Nicholas, again, traditionally trained backcourter, going with Cortado serves. I mean, we've seen them work with most of the front quarters who throw them, but interesting to see him throw them.
Rebote left side, Nicholas. Trying to put that up the middle. Ben has it on the forehand. Well, right back to Nicholas, though. Cuts it off up in the front court. Backhand passing. Stan, left side rebote. Keeps it inside. Nicholas comes cross court. He has it in the air. Low bullet. Tipped. Along the side wall. 5 points. Possible set. Possible match point for Nicholas and Kubala.
Again, there's nothing easy about that catch. That ball is on the side wall, tapping it as it's coming at you. It's the right height for Ben to make the catch. Just got to peel it off the wall.
Fault under serve. First fault, second serve coming up for Nicholas.
And if the front court judge didn't recognize that, the stand certainly reminded him.
Second serve is good. Ben waits on it at the 10 line. Powerful throw. Kubala steps out of the way. Nicholas with the left side rebote. Oh, Ben.
Good adjustment.
Good reflex. Brings it back to the inside. Catching a couple walls. Nicholas plays the rebote. Going to be a tough scoop. Here's Stan. Stan plays it back inside. Kubala makes a tough save off his footing. And it's missed up at the front. Point, set, and match. Nicholas and Kubala take it in straight set. 6-2. 6-2. And the first win for the Devils. As Winter 25 Battle Court season, they tie up the game day. 1 win for each team. We'll keep it in doubles up next. Move over to Division 3. We'll see Goanaga and Urbieta up against Ferunda and Benny. Well, let's take a look here at that game day score, reflecting the win by the Devils just a few moments ago. 1 win apiece. 4 wins, the team wins the game day. 3 wins for each team. They tie. Win 2 matches or less, your team loses the game day. You get 1 point if your team wins the game day, half a point for each team if you tie, and 0 points if you lose the game day. That's that bottom row of standings there with all 6 of our teams competing in this Winter 25 season. We're going to hear from our winners, Nicholas and Kubala, answering some questions about how Nicholas would fare up in the front. As he said, this is a talent-laden team here. A couple of players dropping down in rank, and we've seen that, I believe, the year that the Warriors won the championship. They picked up Manny, who dropped in rank, and Julian, who dropped in rank. So teams always tend to have success when they pick up those players that fall around. We're going to hear from our winners, Nicholas and Kubala, after that win. Congratulations, guys, playing in Division 4 this season. Kubala, how you feeling about having the opportunity to play with one of the best on the roster in Nicholas?
Oh, man, this is one of the best French guys ever. One of the best highlight players ever, and it's a privilege to get to play with him.
And just going to ask Nicholas, too, you've played in the front court before, but how are you feeling about playing a full season up there now in the winter?
I'm feeling good. It's my first time with Kubala, but play with Kubala, it's a pleasure. He catch every ball, It's perfect. Play with this guy, I like. And happy for my first win with my new team.
Well, awesome, guys. Great start to your season, and we'll see how the rest of the game day goes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Third division doubles match. Goanaga and Urbieta take on Foronda and Benny. This Devils team, they picked Nicholas in round 1, and they came back and went with another backcourter in Benny in round 2. Couldn't be frozen to the Chargers again. The Devils were eager for the opportunity to pick him up, and they grabbed him all the way up in round 2. That means Jairo in round 3. Foronda here in Division 4, and should be a pretty solid team for the Devils. Flip over to the Renegades, though. Goanaga with a Rots was undefeated, the best team in Division 3. Now you have Urbieta back there, a little bit of a difference, but we'll see how he makes the adjustment. We are ready to begin our third match of the game day. Third division doubles. Representing the Renegades, we have the team of Goanaga and Urbieta. And for the Devils, the team of Foronda and Benny.
Goanaga serves, we begin. Benny moves up, backhand from the 8 line. Caught there by Urbieta. Robote, that's the rebound off the back wall, fired from the forehand of Foronda. Drop shot to the inside. Foronda going in, cannot make the catch. Goanaga will score the first point of this match for the Renegades.
Have to be aware of that Costado from Goanaga. Doesn't throw the 2-wall as much as you think in doubles, but that drop shot is a real weapon. Got the front quarter typically defending the outside. The back quarter is responsible for getting to some of those drop shots, and you throw it like that, it's hard for anybody to get there before the second bounce.
Here's a backhand by Benny, a low runner to the inside. Urbieta from the 13 line. Backhand by Urbieta. Ruled to have cleared the overhead screen. Here's the forehand by Foronda. Goanaga has it. Powerful throw. Foronda, Robote for the big bounce. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 2 points for Goanaga and Urbieta. Goanaga has the serve for the Renegades.
Yeah, tough catch there for Benny. I mean, hasn't gotten a ton of action to start off this match. Trying to make a leaping grab up overhead, and whenever you leave your feet, typically doesn't end all too well on those simple catches. Results in a miss. Second point for the Renegades.
Benny on the backhand from the 10 line. Here's Urbieta. Rotate forehand by Ferranda, laid up, caught by Goanaga. Goanaga powerfully from the left side. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Ferranda down from the 8 line. Big backhand to the corner, out to the Robote, stopped by Ferranda. Down low, Benny makes the catch at the 8 line. Benny from the 10, backhand. Benny now from the 11, backhand to the inside. Right to the corner, out to the Robote. Coasty to the inside, here's Benny. Benny on the backhand from the 11 line. Beautiful catch off the sidewall by Benny. Benny again, backhand from the 11. Goanaga's there, midcourt, backhand to the inside. Urbieta reaching out from the forehand, lower and harder. Backhand by Benny. Benny, difficult catch on the 12 line. Big bounce. Robote coming out. Ferranda makes the catch. Backhand from the 7. Wall to wall from the left side. Goanaga reaches out, makes a difficult catch down low on the left side. Here's the backhand by Benny. Robote forehand by Ferranda, looking to pass. Cut off by Urbieta at the 11. Robote dropping, that's saved by Ferranda. Goanaga's got it. Drop shot, stopped by Ferranda. Ferranda's Philo, stopped by Goanaga, and a great catch. Benny gets in there, stops the ball on the left side. Here's Urbieta. Urbieta sends it deep, wall to wall from the left side. Point still going. Outside placement, scoop by Goanaga. Carom by Goanaga, read by Ferranda, stopped by Ferranda. He sends this high. Urbieta cuts to the outside. It will score. Tremendous play by all 4 players. Ferranda and Benny are on the board for the Devils.
A couple opportunities for both teams, and Ferranda finally kills it there with that high 3-wall play. Hits off the front wall, the side wall, then the back wall. When it does hit the back wall, it really opens up, as you'll see here. So a little bit earlier, outside placement.
Great catch.
Scooped up by Goanaga, but you expect him to kill this from the right side. Benny makes a great catch, keeps his team in it, and in the end, the Devils come away with that point. They're first of the match. You see outside placement here. There's the scoop. And the Carom.
That Carom read perfectly by Ferranda.
It doesn't score, though. You give it to your opponent there on the outside.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Benny's there. Benny from the 9 line. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Robote comes out to the 6 line, turn on the left side of Goanaga, scooped up by Benny. Catch by Goanaga. Goanaga wall to wall from the left side. Robote comes to the forehand of Ferranda. Catch by Ferranda. He winds up. Drop shot. 1, 2. Scores on the second bounce. We're all tied up at 2 points apiece. Ferranda has the serve for the Devils.
Oh, Ferranda's defense has been solid, really, the last season and a half. since he's got adjusted to this court, kind of waiting on the offensive part of his game to kind of catch up there. If he can start to mix in that drop shot with this level of consistency and this proficiency, I mean, this could be a real weapon. I mean, look at Goenaga. He's not even thinking about that drop shot. It's beautifully thrown.
Really well done. Hard serve by Ferranda, crossing. What a catch by Urbieta. Here's a backhand by Benny, low and hard to the inside. Goenaga's there. Benny on the backhand from the 12 line. Robote forehand. There's the backhand, hard to the inside. Here's the backhand. What a catch by Benny at the 13. Hard throw to the inside. Goenaga is there. Benny on the catch. Backhand. Urbieta deep in the backcourt. From the 12. Low and hard. Stopped by Ferranda. Ferranda midcourt placement. Urbieta snags it on the forehand. Ferranda fine catch. Backhand from the 7. High and hard to the backcourt. And Urbieta stops it again. Benny from the forehand. Robote left side. Robote saved by Benny. Clips the side wall to the forehand of Goenaga. Goenaga rifles this. Benny looking for the Robote. He makes a save. At will score. Well done by all 4 players. Again, Ferranda and Benny get the point for the Devils.
And it's an aggressive play. Goenaga stepping in there, but one that you're fine with. I mean, Goenaga's proven that he can make that catch. He's had a great right side. It's really been working out well for him today in particular. So, I mean, no qualms about him stepping in. It's just a miss here. Stepping back. I mean, he's moving back and trying to break his wrist, bring that ball into the basket. And
speaks
right
to how hard the ball was coming at him. Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between 4 and 7 line. Excellent catch by Benny. Here's the backhand. Robote, left side. This one caught in the air by Goenaga. Goenaga low and hard. Benny looking for the Robote. He makes the save. Goenaga has this on the forehand. Rifles another one low and hard. Benny looking for the Robote again. Makes the save. Goenaga grabs that in the air about the 4 line. Cortada with a light touch. Return blind by Ferranda. Well done. Here's Goenaga. Rifles it to the outside. What a stop by Ferranda. 2 all stopped in the air by Goenaga. Goenaga's Cortada from the 2 line will score. Tremendous play up there in the front court. 3-3. Goenaga serves for the Renegades.
Well, you love everything from the Devils up until you can see this last throw by Ferranda. That's a tough one. Look at Benny. I mean, Robote save after Robote save.
But Goenaga knowing to attack. I mean, he's moving in at the 4 line, in front of the 4 line. Ferranda making some.
Look at that.
Just gets it back up to the front wall and then runs straight outside.
Here's the throw. He gets the throw off, and then he goes for this high bounce carom. The problem is if you don't score, you give it to Goenaga in the air at about the 2 line, whereas if he just drops it inside, you have a chance to keep the rally going. Either way, great point, and we're tied up.
Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Robote coming out. Beautiful catch down low by Urbieta at the sidewall. Benny has a tip. 4 points for Goenaga and Urbieta. Goenaga has the serve. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And Benny was in a nice rhythm after that first miss early on. Tough one there, right on the side wall, coming in hard. That's where you're going to see a couple more misses. The closer that ball is to the side wall, more difficult that catch.
There's a backhand by Benny. Excellent catch with a hop. Benny again. Urbietta's there. Backhand from the 12. Urbieta deep in the backcourt, comes out on the left side. Point 4, Goanaga and Urbieta. They have 5 points. Possible set point.
Yeah, that one coming in hard right up the middle. Again, coming to Benny's forehand. Kind of have to trap that ball in the basket. Wants to spin out and didn't do so there. Devils were right back in it. Now the Renegades with a late run control this set.
Big backhand by Benny. Down low, Urbieta makes the grab. To the corner it goes. Benny's there. Benny from the 13 line. Urbieta takes it in the air at the 11. Robote forehand. Goanaga has it on the costado. Hard to the inside. Benny passes on the scoop. Looks for the Robote. Makes the play. Goanaga on the run. Rifles it to the forehand of Benny. Benny on the carom that opens and scores. Beautifully played by Benny. For the Devils, Front and Benny have the serve. Still possible set point for Goanaga and Urbieta.
Benny coming up from the backcourt. He reads this throw beautifully. Goanaga hard to the inside, and he just steps up and has it in the air. Throws the carom right after, and it scores. But if that throw by Goanaga, if it touches the floor and he's got to scoop it, that's very difficult to bring in. Then he recognizes who he's playing against. He understands what Goanaga likes to throw and just steps right in there.
Excellent serve by Ferranda, handled well by Urbieta. Here's Ferranda from the 9 line. He goes deep. Urbieta's there. Urbieta powerfully on the forehand. Benny sets up at the 10 line. Backhand to the inside. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. Robote forehand by Ferranda. Stopped in the air by Goanaga. Costado 2-all. Stopped by Ferranda. Ferranda cortada. Scoop by Goanaga. Benny, tremendous catch at the 11 line. Backhand goes deep. Urbieta's there. Backhand from the 13. Urbieta now from the 10 line to the inside. What a catch by Benny at the back wall. Urbieta from the 10. Robote forehand by Ferranda. Stopped by Goanaga. Powerful backhand by Goanaga. Stopped by Benny. Robote coming out. That rebound off the back wall. Played on the forehand for the bounce. Big bounce brought down by Urbieta. Placement to the inside. Benny reads it, stops it. Controlled, powerful backhand from the 7 line. Goanaga trying to pass. Caught by Benny at the 9 line. Big backhand. Robote coming all the way out. Robote forehand by Ferranda. Caught by Urbieta. Low runner. Scoop by Benny. Here's a catch by Goanaga. Hard to the inside. Benny. Difficult catch at the 13 line. Drop shot. Ferranda reads it. Stops it. Winds up. Hard to the outside. Is out of play. That is point and set for Goanaga and Urbieta. Taking the first set, 6-4. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. So Ferranda having some luck with, well, I don't want to call it luck. Some of his shots were landing in pretty well. That last one just sailing wide. Got to keep the ball in between the lines.
Yeah, and I mean, that's going to be really what it comes down to for the Devils this year is can Ferranda do enough and kill enough points up in the front to give this team an opportunity to compete with, I mean, a team like Goanaga and Urbieta. When it was Goanaga to Rotz last year, that was one of the best teams in this division, so you can put these guys as an early contender for one of the best teams in Division III doubles. And how about Urbieta too? I mean, a lot of times when we don't talk about the backcourters, that's typically a good thing because they're just playing their role, making every catch there in the back, and not the flashiest play, just catching one more ball than your opponent, and worked out beautifully.
This series was just absolutely beautiful.
Great sequence.
Great catch by Benny down low, backhand to the inside, and here's Urbieta again, going down low. That's that rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Ferranda.
That scoop.
Gonaga for the carom, it's read by Ferranda, stopped. Goes for that long 3-ball play, got it, see how it cuts out?
That really opens up off the back wall.
Beautifully done. That kid's big.
6-4. Gonaga and Urbieta come away with that opening set. Gonaga already a winner in his first match of the day, defeating Jairo in singles. I mean, after the first couple points in set one, Gonaga been tremendous, Stu, throughout today's action. Second set, ready to go here. Ferranda and Benny will have the serve.
We're ready to begin our second set, ladies and gentlemen. Reminder of the scoring. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Ferranda will have the serve for the Devils. Ferranda serves. Our second set is now underway. Benny from the 12 line. Here's a backhand by Ferranda. It goes wall to wall. Robote forehand by Gonaga. Caught in the air by Benny. Powerful backhand on the return. Excellent catch by Ferranda. Adjusted. Off that Magic City bounce. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Benny now from the 12 line on the left side. Back to the side wall. Urbieta's there. Ferranda on the catch. Robote forehand by Ferranda. Caught midcourt by Gonaga. Splitter caught in the air by Ferranda. Ferranda low and hard. Urbieta backing up, makes the grab. Robote forehand. Pika, big bounce. Here's Urbieta at the 11 line. Catch it by Gonaga. Cortada by Gonaga. Perfectly thrown from the 9 line to score. First point of the second set goes to Gonaga and Urbieta. Gonaga has a serve.
Right side again for Gonaga. Another critical point for the Renegades.
That was beautiful. I mean, look how far back he is when he throws this.
At least the 8 line. I mean, yeah, about the 9 line, probably. That action, crossing the sidewall late, and it's on the floor as Benny's up there.
It's also when you go back and you watch it dropping. It's dropping just above
everything
the
about
pad.
It.
And then kicking, and then just dropping off the sidewall. That is perfectly thrown by
Put that on a loop
Gonaga.
the rest of the day. That's gorgeous.
What a catch by Urbieta, made deep. Robote forehand by Ferranda. Urbieta overhead, backhand. Here's a catch at the 11 line by Benny. Benny keeps it inside, on the wall, out to the Robote. Here's a catch by Benny. Gonaga up the middle, Benny's there. From the forehand, Cortada of his own. Stopped by Urbieta. Goanaga backs out of the way. Benny makes the play. Backhand from the 12. Rebote forehand by Ferronda. Drop shot. Read by Goanaga. Goanaga winding up. Splitter. Scoop by Ferronda. Ferronda paying attention to where Goanaga is. Cuts a 2-all open 2 score. We're all tied up. 1-1. Good play by both front quarters. Ferronda gets the point.
Golden opportunity for Goanaga from that costado, and Ferronda snatched it right up. Drop shot here. Got a little kick off the side wall, which gave Goanaga an opportunity to get to it. Goes for more of a splitter, and when he makes that scoop, kind of got to get out of the way, and somehow almost came up with it.
Goanaga picks a serve. Drop shot. Ferronda's there. Ferronda with the drop shot. Goanaga's there. Goanaga winding up. 2-all. Will score. 2 points for the orange shirts. Goanaga and Urbieta of the Renegades. Goanaga serves.
When all else fails, just throw it hard and right at your opponent.
Low and hard, exactly.
Right at him. Yeah, see if you can get a miss.
Whenever you see your opponent backpedaling.
Yeah, especially when, backpedaling here. I mean, Ferronda committed. Such a good read. He gets there in plenty of time. I mean, that's, the offense. That's what we're talking about with Ferronda. I mean, he gets it up there at the 4 line. What are you going to do with it? I mean, gave it right back to Goanaga, a point that you expect to go to the Devils' way. You're not Goanaga now serving.
Low hard serve by Goanaga. Here's a backhand. Low runner by Benny crossing the sidewall. Scooped up beautifully at the 13 line by Urbieta. Rebote forehand. This one caught by Goanaga. Rebote forehand by Goanaga. Benny's there. There's a catch up by Ferronda. Turns it up. Turns it into a drop shot. Goanaga read it perfectly. Drops it inside to a score. Well done. 3 points for Goanaga and Urbieta. Goanaga serves the Renegades.
And that shows you the importance of mixing it up. I mean
it was well thought. It was well thought, but just poorly executed for a drop shot. This ball is still waist level at the 4 line.
But look at Ferronda. He's backing up, protecting the 2-wall after Goanaga just threw one at him, and now he drops it to the inside. That's what you're saying. You got to keep him guessing. Inside, outside, 2-wall, philo, whatever you need to do. Drop shot. Keep it coming, and Goanaga's got a great variety up in the front.
There's a backhand by Benny to the corner, and a tremendous catch in the air by Urbieta. Goanaga midcourt, backhand from the 8. Benny from the 13 to the inside. Rebote dropping, saved by Ferronda. Laid up. Cortada will score. 4 points for Goanaga and Urbieta. Goanaga serves.
And after the first game day, now we've seen every team in action after tonight. Goanaga has taken advantage of this lower pad the most, particularly with that right side. I mean, he's throwing a couple more caroms. I mean,
these
couple of softer cortadas here, and that's right on the floor. I mean, Benny's one of the best on the roster, and he's having trouble. This is not a throw that these backcourters are used to seeing, and not with this level of consistency either.
There's a backhand by Benny, caught by Urbieta. Urbieta from the forehand. Rotate forehand by Ferronda, caught near by Goanaga. Big backhand by Benny. Robote coming out. Benny will save the Robote on the left side, right up the middle, caught by Goanaga. Goanaga rifles it inside, scooped by Benny at the 9 line, backhand 2-wall to the forehand of Goanaga. Goanaga for the 3-wall play. Benny puts it over Goanaga's head. Goanaga makes the catch on the return. Scoop by Benny. Coasty by Benny. Stopped by Urbieta. Robote left side. Here's Urbieta now from the 10 line. Benny, fine catch and a nice return from deep in the backcourt. Urbieta's there. Robote forehand. Outside placement, scooped up by Goenaga. Goenaga forehand. Benny hard to the inside, picked up on the bounce by Urbieta. Benny up the wall, comes down with the ball, backhand 2-wall. Is in the forehand of Goenaga, who throws another cortada. This one stopped by Benny. Benny on the backhand from the 13 line. Powerful forehand rotate by Ferranda. Rotate left side by Benny. Urbieta makes the save. It's a 2-all. Ferranda from the costado. To the inside. What a scoop by Urbieta.
He's everywhere.
Difficult Robote save by Ferranda. Costado 2-all, stopped but not held on to. 5 points, possible set, possible match point for Goenaga and Urbieta of the Renegades.
So impressed with both of the Renegades. I mean, Goenaga is aggressive play. The offense has been there. The defense has been just as good. And how about Urbieta here in the back? I mean, I don't know if he's missed a ball. Certainly not this second set. Maybe early in set 1, but he might be pitching a perfect game back there. See, Ferranda just trying to switch back to that left side. Got caught up with that split placement. Brings it to 5-1.
Catch by Benny. Here's the backhand. Robote comes out. Picked up on the bounce by Ferranda. Ferranda on the backhand. Here's Urbieta. Backhand to the inside. Robote. Forehand save by Ferranda. Goenaga has it in the air. Hard to the inside. What a catch by Benny. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand. This ball caught on the forehand of Benny. Benny from the right side. Urbieta. Scoop at the 12 line. Ferranda on the backhand from the 8. Excellent catch by Urbieta. Urbieta hard to the inside. There's a backhand by Urbieta. Robote forehand. This one caught by Goenaga. Goenaga hard to the outside. Will score for the win. Point set and a hard-fought match in straight sets. Going for Goenaga and Urbieta of the Renegades. 6-4, 6-1.
Straight set victory for Goenaga and Urbieta. First time these two have played together, and boy, they look like a veteran pairing back there tonight. 6-4, 6-1. They get the second win of the game day for the Renegades.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Take a look at that game day score now, reflecting those 2 wins by the Renegades. Only one for the Devils so far. Up next, we got top division singles. Nicholas in his debut here as a member of Division 1, he'll take on Go Sherry. Before we get to that, we got to hear from Goanaga and Urbieta. What a win over Ferunda and Benny. Going to start with Urbieta. Just tremendous play from you in the backcourt. I don't know if you missed a ball back there. We were trying to count, but just an awesome start for you. How are you feeling about the opportunity to play with Goanaga and Gaucheri and a part of this Renegades team that has some championship aspirations?
It's a really good opportunity for me. I know I have a huge shoes to fill because last season it was Arat in my position, so I know I really have to play really good. But I'm confident. I think we're going to have a good season and we'll have a good beginning.
Yeah, and Goanaga, some great play again up there in the front. You don't have many opportunities to play against Ferunda in doubles. What's the biggest difference that you take from some of those singles matches that you try to apply here when you play them out in doubles?
Well, I think it's important for a frontcourt to kill the point. I was trying to do that. Iñaki was a huge help. He didn't miss any ball. We won and I'm happy.
Awesome, guys. A great start for you. Congratulations on that win.
Thank you.
Moving over to singles, we'll see the captain of this Renegades team, Gaucheri, up against Nicholas, one of two new players here in Division 1. Going to have his hands full here with the captain of the Renegades. Again, 2 wins already for the Renegades. And Gaucheri still playing in 2 of the next 3 matches. Well, I mean, these players, all of them, Stu, are such a high level and all have great skills that sometimes, you know, it's just your day and you can get hot. Any one of these guys can get hot and rattle off a couple points in a row and pull off an upset.
Absolutely, the beauty that is Jai-Alai.
Gaucheri last season with a record of 9-1 in Division 1. Nicholas 3-2 in Division 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next match, a top-ranked singles match. Representing the Renegades, we have number 20, Gaucheri. And for the Devils, number 64, Nicholas. There's a serve by Gaucheri. We begin. Nicholas handles a serve, backhand to the inside, pulled in by Gaucheri. He just launches it. Nicholas backpedals quickly, stops up at the 6, fires the rebote out of reach. Rebote left side, played to the inside with a big bounce. Here's Nicholas attacking. Inside placement, Gaucheri gets back in there. Lobs this one up again. Nicholas right on the sidewall. Nice rebote, did not clear though. That caught the overhead screen. It's out of play. First point to Gaucheri.
Unforced error there by Nicholas. We did see that in his first match playing doubles. Trying to get the ball past his opponent, hitting a little too high on the front wall, a little too hard, and it touching the overhead screen, which is, of course, out of play. Gaucheri helped him get him up there, though.
Nicholas advancing on the serve, fires the backhand. Gaucheri leaping grab in the backcourt. He passes this time around. Nicholas has to dig out the rebote. Gaucheri attacking, scoops it up. 2-wall, thrown to score. 2 in a row for Gaucheri.
That right there is what Gaucheri does better than anyone else in battle court, anyone else on the roster. When he has it on the costado there and he's winding up, you don't know if he's throwing the 2-wall or he's dropping it inside or throwing it straight back. He gets it right here. You're behind him. Good luck guessing what he's doing. Part of what he's doing is he is watching you and seeing which way he feels you're committed. Very, very rarely makes a mistake.
Tough serve handled by Nicholas from the 12 line. There's the backhand. Gaucheri comes flying in with another catch. It's high off the back wall. Here's the rebote. That's fired, but up in the overhead screen. 3 in a row.
Boy, I'll tell you, Gaucheri looks fresh. I think that's the word that really best describes it. At the end of last season, he was having some pain in his knee. Right now, it looks like he's been on a beach until about 2 days ago when he started working out.
Hard to the inside again. Gaucheri now on the rebote. Fires it low and hard. Back it up. Nicholas scooped it up. Gaucheri takes it off the sidewall. Another backhand. Dropping into the corner. Forehand rebote. Saved by Nicholas. Catch by Gaucheri again from the 9 line. Look at a pass. That clears. Nicholas keeps it to the inside. Gaucheri gets there. Backhand for the 9. He rifles it. Robote left side. That one. Ooh, little clip. Gaucheri handles in the middle of the court. Sidearm. Karam opens, and it scores.
Seems like Gaucheri got some info from Gonaga about the pad, and a slightly lighter touch will result in it hitting the wall just a little lower than it did last year. And people did hear us talk about lowering the sidewall last year. It's like, that's it. It's not an annual thing. I think we're about as low as we're going to get.
We're going to start to cut off lettering if we go any lower. There's a 2-wall picked off on the outside. Nicholas faked the Karam, put it inside. That'll get him his first point of the match.
Yeah, Gaucheri running away with it, but Nicholas more than capable of landing some points in there. It's like once he got over the shock of, wow, he looked better than he did last year. Hey, I gotta get some points up on the board here.
He's throwing the ball awfully hard, too. And this is a cold ball first set. And this thing is moving, man. Sharing another hard backhand. Robote played at the 8 line to the inside. Gaucheri again. Another strong backhand. Nicholas backpedaling. Just does get out there to lay it up. Gaucheri attacks. He's got it up at the 7. Fires it inside. Well, Nicholas able to make that catch. Low backhand. Gaucheri comes flying in. Catch on the sidewall. Nicholas from the 9. He launches another one. Gaucheri settles up at the 8. Fires the forehand. Robote low and hard. Picked up. Nicholas faked the 2-wall. Put it back inside. Gaucheri's got it. Drop shot. That'll score. 5 points and a possible set point.
Yeah, he needed to keep the ball right on the sidewall in order for that to work, and it just had a little too much play. Gaucheri, the same thing, though. Gaucheri dropped that inside, and Nicholas was well committed. Yeah. Nicholas needed this on the sidewall, not a few feet from the sidewall.
Yeah. And then
Gaucheri here.
He really changed up the throwing motion. Wow.
Had Nicholas trapped all the way outside.
He was committed to the 2-wall. Nicholas again with that left side, drops it right in the corner. Gaucheri, nice Robote, that passes. Play to the inside. Gaucheri waits on another one. Inside placement. Nicholas gets up there. Catch by Gaucheri, crashing into the sidewall. Backhand, that going to clear the overhead screen. Coming back out to him. Nicholas, another Robote, caught overhead. Forehand Robote there. Clears again. Gaucheri thought about it. Going to play it on the back end. Fires it on the Robote. Nicholas makes the left side save of his own. Hooked up the middle, though. Gaucheri, another Costado. There's the 2-wall. It scores for the set. Gaucheri wins it 6-1. 2 minutes to come back and play set number 2.
That's what Gaucheri does. So when you have the ball on the Costado, when you make it there, when you make the catch on the left side of your body, the basket is about shoulder level and you're turning around to make the throw, you do have the ability to scope out the entire court and see where your opponents are. The players who play next level here at Magic City are able to use the reflection off of the back wall also to see where the players are, and it tells you basically where to throw. Now, some players are fast enough to get to the ball when you throw it. Gaucheri throws it way too fast. If he sees you commit to the inside, he throws the 2-wall that you can't get to.
Yeah.
And he does the opposite.
And also fast enough to get to anything that the opponent wants to throw. And you see here with the 2-wall when Nicholas commits, that was earlier on in the match, made it 2-0.
This is where the role of unforced errors on the part of whoever's playing Gaucheri becomes a big enough issue. Those balls that hit the overhead screen, you can't afford to give away any points. Like goes without saying, but I mean, there's some guys that you'll play against where you'll make them back up, or you'll have a chance to.
Sure.
Here, once those points are gone, doubtful you're gonna have a chance to get anywhere close. Because Gaucheri does not, rarely makes mistakes.
Yeah. Robote coming, middle of the court at the 6 line. That's not where you want to see Gaucheri with the ball.
He sees where he's obviously focused on the ball coming into the Robote. And then he also knows exactly where Nicholas is, and then see where Nicholas goes. As soon as he sees Nicholas commits, boom. And Ben's back to that facial routine that he was doing at the end of last season. I don't imagine that's why they picked him up in the draft, but I could be wrong. I didn't see any of the draft notes. But caged facials, I could have been part of it.
Yeah. Goes without saying at this point. Now he's been on the team for a couple seasons. Gaucheri, continues to raise his level. Last season, in 30 matches played, he was 26-4. That was the third best record on his team, behind Arats and Goenaga.
Impressive.
So, look, this guy, without his younger brother this season, what more can you say? Second set, ready to go. Nicholas will have the serve. There's a serve. Our second set has begun. Sherry with the backhand right into the corner. Strong rebote, caught off the side wall. Sherry launches it again. Nicholas backpedaling, fires it to the outside. The Philo off the rebote scores. Nicholas, the first point is set 2.
If you got the shots, you may as well throw them. In that case, Nicholas lined that up well. Taking advantage of the lower pad. That ball thrown very close to the outside of the pad. See, Nicholas just winds up. Sherry's hinting that he's going out there. Not that far out. Well thrown by Nicholas to score for the Devils.
Sherry with that backhand again. Into the corner, Robote forehand, play to the inside. Gaucheri picks it off the side wall. Inside placement, right on the numbers. Nicholas with a one-handed catch. Ball to wall from the left side. Gaucheri inside placement again. Not going to get there front way as the Robote keeps it in play. Gaucheri, long drop shot, got the first bounce. Oh, Nicholas got up to it. He fires it outside. That'll
placement.
Score. 2 points now for Nicholas.
Yeah, to get all the way up there and lose it would just be unfortunate. So threw it hard, but threw it out of Gaucheri's way. So here we see Nicholas reading it. Has to
just a little high.
Has to maneuver around Gaucheri just a little bit. Turns around. Could throw a drop shot, but no. So Gaucheri midcourt to the inside. Put it outside. Well done. Throw the ball where your opponent's not whenever possible.
Sherry keeps it one a little lower. Stop by Nicholas up overhead. Not a lot on that Robote. Gaucheri, nice save. That kicks up and passes. Back to the inside. Gaucheri's got it. Backhand. Low and hard. Oh, bullet into the corner. Nicholas turns it 2 walls. It's in. Gaucheri tracks it down. He fires it back inside. Nicholas had it for a moment. Could not control it. That gets Gaucheri on the board here in set 2.
Yeah, his Nicholas' positioning was good. Setting up again flat-footed. He wasn't on the run. Makes this Robote just fine. Gaucheri has it. Dangerous territory for Gaucheri, powerfully from the forehand. Again, Nicholas, see, sure-footed, set up, just can't stop the ball.
Hard serve, crossing. Nicholas comes away with it. Robote forehand, comes in low and hard, stopped by Nicholas. Robote left side, play to the inside, close to the wall. Nicholas comes down with it. Forehand Robote again. That one passes Nicholas. That's a tough save. King off the side wall, back inside. Gaucheri now from the 9. Nicholas has to lay it up. Just does clear that overhead screen back to the 10 line. Gaucheri into the corner. Robote laid up. Gaucheri looking to attack. He's got this one. Moscato outside.
No stopping that one.
Will score. 2-2. We're tied up.
Beautifully thrown Philo by Gaucheri to the outside.
Yeah, he threw this shot hard before, and now with a lower pad, he could just send it. Did he ever? Robote played inside, back it up. Tough catch by Nicholas. Deep in the backcourt, floats it to pass. Goes Sherry. Robote, low and hard. Picked up on the bounce. Nice catch by Nicholas. He goes deep. Robote played back to the inside. That passes. Nicholas looking to take off. He just does get out there. Gosherry's got it. Middle of the court. Back to the inside. Nicholas right into the 2-wall. It lands out. Ball's out of play, giving Gosherry 3 points.
I think I heard a collective "aw" in the audience. Did you?
Back in the, yeah.
Did you hear that? Oh, no, it wasn't just here. It was like the second half of the audience, too. It's rare that we hear that.
Yeah, it's going to be close, but yeah, Lance on the line. Remember, here in highlight, ball has to land completely inside the boundary line. That touches any red, it's out of play. I can't imagine they're thinking about challenge. I mean, they just showed a replay that showed the ball was a foot out. I mean, there's, I don't.
Well, we fortunately have TV screens right in front of us. They,
well, there are a couple, I mean, there were some devils in the cage. I can't imagine they're going to go for this, but there's a lot of discussion. Okay. All right, looks like there's just some discussion. They will not challenge. That is 3 points for Gosherry. Fault under serve. Second serve coming up. Gosherry on the rebote, fires it inside again. Through-wall play, Nicholas back to the inside. Gosherry's got it in the air. Inside placement. Oh, Nicholas with a great read he got there. Roll it into the corner. Long way for Gosherry to go. He's trying to pass. Nicholas takes it off the side wall. Back inside.
Tough one.
Oh,
Perfect.
that scores right on the side wall to get Nicholas a 3rd point.
See, that's what was missing before in the first set. Nicholas, again, they were too far away from the side wall. You need them. You want a chance to beat Gosherry, you got to put them on the wall. Even then, he's going to stop most of them. But in this case, Agrimava just out of reach. Very well done.
Nicholas all the way out to the 7th line. Robote, that just clears the overhead screen. Gosherry drops it inside. Tough scoop. That's missed. Smart throw brings Gosherry 4 points. He's got the lead.
Great throw by Gosherry. Nicholas wanted that. Could not wait for it on the bounce. Had to move up and try to take that in the air.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Mm-hmm. I heard such a thing. We? I did mine earlier. And you started screaming at me and poking.
Robote left side to the inside. Picked up by Nicholas up the wall. He comes down with the ball. Inside placement again. Couldn't get there in the air. Has to wait on that Robote. Off his footing, he just lays it up. Leads Gosherry up at the 7th line. 2-wall. Thrown to score. 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point.
Yeah, Gosherry had a little bit of time there. What am I going to do? Inside, outside? What am I going to do? Again, Sestive stayed in constant motion, so there was no holding. Stopped the ball beautifully. But yeah, he's got a few things he can choose to do, and he did what he does best.
Powerful Robote. Nicholas waits on it again, gets there before it crosses, makes a nice save. Gaucheri now scrambling, lays it up from the 10 line. Nicholas with the scoop. Inside placement again, Gaucheri not falling for it, makes the catch. Backhand, floated into the corner. Robote to the outside, Gaucheri's there. Gaucheri from the costado, the 2-wall. Thrown to score for the win. Point, set, and match. Gaucheri in straight sets, wins it 6-1, 6-3. Third win already for the Renegades on this game day. We've only played 4 matches, and they've secured at least a tie. 2 matches remain. We'll move over to Division 6 doubles up next. Stan and Flores take on CRB and Kubala. Then Gaucheri and Ben against Jairo and Benny to close it out. Take a look at this final sequence. Robote to the outside. Nicholas got it the first time, but not the second time around. Sharp 2-wall. Opens up nicely to finish him off in straight sets. Three wins already for the Game Days after that straight set victory by Gaucheri. They've secured at least a half a point with the new point system here in the Winter 25 Battle Court season. If they win one of these next 2 matches, the Renegades will get a full point and win the Game Day. See the current standings there at the bottom. Chargers defeated the Cyclones. And then the Fireballs and Warriors split 3-3 on that opening game day. We're gonna hear from our winner, Gaucheri here, captain of the Renegades. 2 championships for the Renegades, made the finals. Gaucheri, I believe, more than any other player in Battle Court, just seems to be there every season. And you can see why. What a great performance to get his Winter 25 started. See some practice right now. That 6 division doubles match, the only division of doubles where the players don't get to choose their partner. The 5 division and 6 division players compete with each other in Division 6 doubles. That's how it works here for Battle Court. Gaucheri's ready to go. We're going to hear from the captain of the Renegades. There is Gaucheri over in the DraftKings Players Cage. What a way to start off your season, Gaucheri, with that win in singles. Nicholas is a new player in this group. How or what did you do to attack him and get the win?
Well, thank you. I don't know, it was difficult the match. I played against Nicholas a couple times to the singles. Once he beat me, and it was the first game of the season, and you don't know that how it's going to be your body, and I feel good. I had a difficult opponent, but I make my game, throwing good kill shots, not losing balls, and happy for the first win.
Awesome, Gaucheri. Great start for you, and good luck in your doubles match a little bit later.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, moving on over to the 6th division matchup.
Can't say it's going to be as fun as when El Barba's on the court, but CRB, Kubala, and Flores, not to mention Stan, that's a lot of fun.
Well, CRB and Kubala played last season in Division 5. Now that Kubala was drafted in round 5, he has a chance to play with CRB in this division. One of the top teams on paper coming into it. They have Stan and Flores. We're ready to begin match number 5. Representing the Renegades, we have the team of Stan and Flores. And for the Devils, we have CRB and Kubala.
Stan serves, we begin. Here's Kubala from the 13 line, backhand. Stan is midcourt, left side to the inside. Difficult catch by Kubala at the 13 line. CRB advances, backhand from the 7. Wall to wall, right up the middle. Robote comes out. Hooked Robote on the left side of Stan. First point for CRB and Kubala of the Devils. CRB has the serve.
We saw in that first match that you let Stan get in rhythm and take these balls in the air. I mean, he can do some damage. Play the ball off the back wall, get him to Rebote. Not going to have to worry as much about the offensive part. See the Devils early on just trying to get him to play that ball off the back wall, and you see the first miss.
Fine catch by Flores. There's the backhand. Kubala from the 10 line. Backhand by Flores to the inside. Hard throw from the forehand of Stan. Ball tipped. That's a point for Stan and Flores. We're all tied up. 1-1.
That's coming in on Kubala, one that right to him. You expect him to bring that in, but early on in the season, we've seen some rusty play from a few.
Here's a backhand by Kubala to the inside. Stands there. Backhand from the 7. Wall to wall. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by CRB. Passes. Flores grabs it in the air. Stand on the backhand from the 7 line. Excellent catch by Kubala on the sidewall. Ball tipped. Mid-court. 2 points for the Devils. CRB and Kubala. CRB serves.
And look, you don't mind Stan getting in there. I mean, you got to find a way to put points up on the board. You're probably not going to outcatch CRB and Kubala in this division. Got to start to fire, and that starts with Stan up in the front, going for these balls and mixing it up.
Stan will take the serve. Here's the backhand right up the middle. Kubala tipped it on the hop. 2-2. Stan serves 4. The Renegades.
Yeah, Kubala left his feet and actually leapt a little bit early there. Threw off the timing and resulted in that missed catch.
Like jumped up to catch chest level.
Yeah.
Yep. Here's the backhand by Kubala. Caught by Stan. Stan from the left side. Kubala from the 9 line. Flores from the 11. Kubala is there. Kubala from the 11 again. To the inside. Flores now from the 11 line. Sends it deep. Rebote. Forehand save by CRB. Stan moves in. Scopes out the court. Split placement. Stopped by Kubala. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 3 points for CRB and Kubala. CRB has a serve. Flores on the forehand. Catch by Kubala. Backhand by Stan. Kubala now from the 12 line to the inside. Stan from the backcourt here. Here's the backhand by CRB. Kubala from the forehand, crossing the sidewall. Flores gets in there. Backhand from the 11. CRB, backhand to the inside. Ball tipped at the side wall. That's a 4th point for the Devils. CRB and Kubala. CRB serves.
Yeah, placement doesn't get any better than that. Right on the side wall. Crossing as Stan tries to get in there to make the catch. And the CRB can do that at this level. With consistency, should have a lot of success.
Here's a backhand by Flores to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Kubala. Kubala from the left side again. This one passes out to the Rebote. Rebote forehand by Stan. Bounce brought down by Kubala. Stan advances, scoops it, backhand. Rebote save by Stan, falls short. 5 points for CRB and Kubala. That is possible. Set point.
And Flores asked to do probably a little bit more here with Stan than he was with Correa. When Correa played in this division, he was extra aggressive. I mean, reaching back, playing deep into the backcourt, calling for most of these rebotes. So maybe a little
deep in the backcourt's like the 8 or 9. Correa took
he
that
was
to
in
the next
backcourt,
level.
I guess.
He
sure.
was at, he caught one at the 11 once, and I was like unable to sit in my seat.
Yeah, probably gonna be a learning curve for both players to get back to it and adjust it.
Here's the backhand by Flores to the inside. Kubala is there. Ball tipped at the sidewall by CRB. That's a 3rd point for Stan and Flores. Still possible. Set point for CRB and Kubala.
And one that you probably don't need if you're CRB. I mean, he's reaching back, trying to make a tough play right on the sidewall. He got Kubala back behind you. Just let him pick that one up on the bounce, which he's proven that he can do.
Here's Kubala from the 13 line. Stan from the 8. Ball tip coming off the sidewall. That is point and set for CRB and Kubala, the Devils. Taking the first set, 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set. So there we have the Devils coming out on top. You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in our 5th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Devils taking on 2nd place team from last season, Renegades. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Kubala on the right-hand side of your screen. That's right hand side of your screen. CRB with his helmet on. Getting some feedback from Jairo. Captain Jairo. Yes, had a message passed over to the announcer's booth from ownership of the Devils, written in all caps red with exclamation points. It's a tough group. Jairo has so much experience. As far as communication with his team, it's been spot on every season of Battle Court that he has played. Kubala pretty solid catching in the backcourt. And CRB, always a lot of fun whenever he's on the court. Here we are over on the Renegades side. Stan's been doing better coming out of last season and this season. Some difficulties on the rebotes so far. Flores has been doing pretty well as far as stopping the balls that he needs to make in the backcourt. About 5 seconds to begin our obligatory second set.
And Devils need to win this one to give themselves a chance to come away with some points on this game day. Renegades with 3 wins, the Devils with 1 so far. CRB and Kubala can win either one of these next 2 sets. That'll give Jairo and Benny an opportunity to play the Devils back into a tie, or a chance for Gaucheri and Ben. We had the Renegades to win. Second set, ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Stan will have the serve for the Renegades. Stan serves, we begin. CRB will take this serve on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. Missed in the backcourt. First point of the second set goes to the Devils, CRB and Kubala. CRB has a serve.
Well thought out there by CRB.
Just reached out.
Very
just
safe.
Reached out and grabbed it.
Well, I mean, great to pick the serve, but the safe throw hard back to the inside, crossing the sidewall. Very difficult catch for Flores, and doesn't risk throwing that ball out of play either.
Here's the backhand by Flores. Kubala's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Stan sends it deep. Kubala's there. Kubala from the 12 line. Costado 2-all is out. 2 points for CRB and Kubala. CRB has a serve for the Devils.
Now look, not going to get any better if you don't start throwing them in the game, and got to keep your foot on the gas, especially against this team. If you don't score and don't throw shots offensively, it's going to be pretty tough to come back and win this one.
There's a backhand by Flores. Good catch and return by Kubala. Two all by CRB. That's well thrown at the right time. 3 points for CRB and Kubala. The Devils. CRB serves.
And now CRB is throwing shots off the rebote, another element to his game. Good to see that evolution season after season, always adding something. And man, at this level, if he can do that, Stu, it's going to be tough.
Good hard serve by CRB. Here's the backhand by Flores. CRB backhand from the 7. Here's a backhand by Flores. Kubala's there. Kubala calls for the catch. Backhand made from the 12 line. Ball ruled to have been touched first time around. 4 points for CRB and Kubala. CRB has the serve.
It's gotten away from him quickly here in the second set. Not much going right here for Stan and Flores now, whereas you see CRB, Kubala seemingly both in rhythm. CRB getting back to the service box quickly. Wants to keep things moving.
Flores on the catch. There's the backhand. Low runner to the inside. Kubala's there. Backhand 2-all. Stopped on the forehand of CRB. CRB with the cortada. Stopped by Stan. Rebote save. Stays to the inside. Fine catch by Stan. Nice backhand. This one caught by Kubala. Scoop attempt missed. Rebote by the front quarter. CRB picks it up, stops it. Placement inside. Flores is there. Here's Kubala. Backhand from the 12. Kubala on the catch. Forehand crossing the wall. Stands there. Flores, nice snag from the side wall at the 12 line. Flores again, Costado by Flores, out. 5 straight points for CRB and Kubala here in this second set. Possible match point for the Devils.
You know, look, desperation, shot attempt there. I mean, down 4 points, 4-0 in the second set. I mean, got to try to score something, and again, just kicking out of play.
Powerful serve by CRB. Scores. Point set. And a match in straight sets for the Devils. CRB and Kubala taking it 6-3, 6-0.
A straight set victory there for the Devils. Gives them a chance to tie this game day. Going into our final match will be Division II doubles. We got a good one to close it out. Goes Sherry and Ben take on Jairo and Benny. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an
by
amazing
Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one. Let's check out that game day score now, reflecting that win by the Devils a few moments ago. And a chance for the Devils to come away with half a point if they can win this next match too. We're going to hear from our winners, CRB and Kubala. Straight sets to start off their season. Congratulations, guys. You played together last season in Division 5. Now an opportunity to play together in Division 6. I know you guys love playing with one another. How do you feel to be back together?
It feels great. Kubala's been a great backcourter, great friend. He's always got my back, so I'm super excited to be back.
Yeah, sorry, next question going to CRB as well. I want to ask you, too, you're playing this season, one team in the front court, one team in the back court. How do you manage that throughout the entire season?
Honestly, I don't think it's that big of a difference for me. I actually really like playing in the back. It gets me comfortable catching. And then when I get moved into the front, I just switch to an aggressive play style.
Awesome, Chad. We appreciate your time. Kyle, keep doing what you're doing back there. Great start to the season.
Thanks, guys.
All right, moving on over to our final match of the game day. See if those Devils can come away with the ties. They send out Jairo and Benny to take on Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri and Ben finished with a record of 7-3 last year in Division 2 doubles. Jairo and Benny, it's been a couple years since we've seen these two together. Played together back for the Chargers a couple seasons ago.
Yes,
maybe
they did.
more than a couple seasons ago now. But some experience in some of the practices.
Quite a bit of practice last season.
They're great friends. They always, get a couple extra singles points at the end of the day. It's always Jairo and Benny going up against one another. So the chemistry is going to be there. We'll see how they do out there. But they're going to have their hands full with Gaucheri and Ben. Starts with number 20 up there in the front court. And Ben got pretty solidly in that first match with Stando. The opportunities, made a couple of tough catches, just not a lot of offense for that team. Now he's got Gaucheri, and all he's got to worry about is making those catches and let his guy up there in the front control play. About 10 seconds away here from our final match on this opening Friday night game day.
Ben's got a choice. He can either catch the ball or he can get that look of death from the front court. It's one or the other.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our final match. Representing the Renegades, we have the team of Gaucheri and Ben. And for the Devils, it's Jairo and Benny.
Gaucheri once again reminding Ben, do not drop the ball. I was reading lips. Just don't drop the ball.
As a serve by Gaucheri, we begin. Final match. Catch on the inside by Ben. Here's Benny. Gaucheri comes back for the rebote save. Benny waits on it, makes the catch at the 11. Hard to the inside. Gaucheri just rips it off the side wall. Back to Benny now, deep in the backcourt, floats one up. Here's Ben. Here's a catch by Ben again, up at the 11. Benny waits on it. Higher and harder, dropping in the corner. Forehand rebote, played inside. Catch by Benny. Ben thought about it. Gaucheri deep in the backcourt, comes to make the rebote save. Benny now on the right side, forehand. Caught right off the side wall. Gaucheri goes deep. Hyder looking for the rebote. He fires it inside. Catch by Gaucheri. Ooh, Juan Costado dropped in the pad, and that pad is bad. Jairo and Benny get the first point.
Yeah, Gaucheri was really looking to thread the needle with that one. I mean, that didn't hit the top of the pad. It hit the bottom of the pad. They can't possibly adjust the pad low enough to accommodate that one.
Powerful serve handled by Ben in the middle of the court. Low runner inside. Jairo missed it. 1-1, tied up.
Yeah, Jairo's got to make those catches. They're well within his ability.
Low hard serve. Here's Benny crouching down, comes away with it at the 11 line. Right back to Ben, same spot. High and hard. Benny backs up, makes the catch. Benny from the 12, comes out a little bit lower. Gaucheri waits on it, makes the catch on the forehand. Rifles it inside, back to Benny's forehand now. Ben tip ball. That's a 2-1 lead for Jairo and Benny. Ben again stands in there, takes a serve, drops to the inside, caught by Benny. Robote just laid up. Jairo looking for it, couldn't get there. Lets it pass to the backcourt. Benny with the low runner. Gaucheri has it in the air. Low bullet back to the left side of Benny. He floats one up. Ben waits on it at the 12 line. Here's Jairo now. Backhand kicks off the sidewall. Ben now on the forehand. Sidearm play. Back to the inside. Picked off by Jairo. Forehand Robote coming right up the middle again. Benny now tracks it down. Fires it high to the inside. Ben lines it up. Takes it in. Jairo a bullet above the pad. Right to Gaucheri. Gaucheri, same throw. Jairo gets back in there. Gaucheri goes lunging back forward and passes on the return. Forehand Robote now. Played inside. Ben stands in. And again from that 12 line, floats it back to Benny. Benny comes out a little bit lower. Gaucheri rips it off the sidewall. One drops on the floor. Gaucheri plays the Robote. Slows it down to the inside. Benny. Floats it up. Ben reaching in. Great control. Strong backhand. Not past Benny, though. He's got it at the 13. Another strong throw comes shooting off the back wall. Jairo. Ball to wall on that Robote. Gaucheri gets out to it. Fires it up the middle. Benny waits on it. Makes the catch. Gaucheri comes into the backcourt. Calls him off. Drops the Robote inside. Here's Benny. Robote forehand by Gaucheri now. Benny just does get there. Not going to let that ball bounce. He returns the low runner. Gaucheri into the Costado. Long two wall, not enough. Jairo fires it above the pad. Gaucheri looking for the Robote. He makes a great save. Higher and harder. Gaucheri all the way out to the 7 line. This one comes up the middle. Back to Benny. Benny winds it up. Low and hard. Ben all alone. That's tipped. 3-1, Devils lead.
This is the most comfortable that I've seen Gaucheri play in a long time. He just looks very relaxed, It's not even a question of confidence. Sometimes he goes out there with just this intensity that you can sense from anywhere in the building, but he's just very calm and just playing beautifully. With Ben, not really sure when to get in there, when not to. That one he needed to.
Ben comes out with the backhand. Benny waits on it. Makes the catch. Powerful throw right back to him. Ben again. This one passing. Jairo on the rebote. Not a lot of space along the sidewall. Just gets it up. Gaucheri pumps, fires it back inside. Benny, nice catch. Ben thought about it. Gaucheri, though, plays the rebote on the back end. Benny steps up. Low runner just above the pad. Ben got to get in there. He scoops it up. Benny now from the 12 line. Ben clears out of the way. Gaucheri with the left side rebote. Big bounce. That'll score. Drops it right between them. Gaucheri and Ben pick up a second point. They now serve.
Just beautifully thrown, Benny. Been catching them all evening long. Looked like he turned around and see if Jairo was going to be there to make the rebote, but that ball was coming right back down at the 12 line, 11 line rather. Is that music that they're playing? I'm just checking with you.
Hey, this is, yeah.
Okay.
Some good stuff.
Wow.
Benny handles that serve back to the inside. Here's the rebote. Gaucheri plays it. Benny now on the forehand. Catch by Gaucheri off the sidewall. He fires it up the middle.
What a catch.
Jairo comes cross court. Jairo back inside. Quick release. That's scoop by Gaucheri. And he goes wall to wall. Gaucheri lines up the rebote. Played to the inside. Caught off the sidewall again. Ben now, good control, backhand. Right on the wall. Benny picks it off. Gaucheri lower and harder. Benny, that's a tough rebote.
Tough one.
Somehow makes the save. Right to Gaucheri though. Split placement. That split him up to score. Renegades tie it 3-3.
Beautifully thrown by Gaucheri. Could have fired it outside. Jairo was out there. Split placement. Benny was still coming off that throw on the inside. So Benny just makes this. Arms literally, hands on the wall when Gaucheri's winding up. Good time to throw the splitter.
And he comes out low and hard. Gaucheri off his footing, makes the catch. It's tipped off the side wall. Renegades lead it 4-3.
Jairo's had a couple misses earlier and now. 4 on the forehand, that time at the side wall. Not an easy catch, but still we're used to seeing Jairo make those.
Oh, Benny, good adjustment, makes the catch. Hard to the inside, Gaucheri. Long 2-wall. Oh, Jairo picks it off. Forehand back over the top. Ben all alone.
Great catch.
What a great
Phenomenal
catch by
catch.
Ben. He floats it inside. Tough catch by Jairo up the wall. Backhand above the pad. Not a lot on that rebote. Gaucheri really digs that one out. It's floating. Jairo picks it at the 7. Backhand inside again. Another rebote. This one a little more power. Gets it past Jairo. Benny now scrambling. He gets out there to the outside. Gaucheri takes it in the air. He fires it above the pad. Benny makes a great scoop. Hard throw by Ben now. Coming up the middle. Benny keeps it on the left side. The backhand.
Ooh,
catch
what a
by
catch.
Ben right on the sidewall. Here's Benny now. Kicking up and out. Rebote left side. Play to the inside. Benny, another good catch. High, hard backhand. Trying to pass. Ben steps back. Jairo just above the pad to the inside. Ben with a great scoop. Backhand. Not opening up enough. Benny's got it in the middle of the court. Low runner. Roll right back to Gaucheri. Drop shot to the inside. Benny gets there before the second bounce.
It's a good throw and he didn't overthrow it. Good catch, rather, didn't overthrow it.
Benny now from the 10 line. Backhand right on the wall. 10 steps out of the way. Gaucheri fires the forehand rebote. Long run for Jairo. He gets in there. Clears. Gaucheri comes back for it now. Hooks it up the middle. Jairo on the forehand. Outside placement. Ooh, Gaucheri knew where to be. He goes with the carom. Not enough on that carom. Jairo from the outside. Jairo, ooh, elevated it. Gaucheri's got to play. He makes a save. Big bounce. Benny now. Tough for Bote. It's a 2-wall. Back to Gaucheri. Gaucheri with the drop shot. Got the first bounce. And the second
right
to
side.
score. My, oh my. What a point.
Tremendous, I mean, phenomenal effort by all 4 players. It's not me to tell Jairo, for me to tell Jairo which side to take it on. Obviously, he's supremely confident on the forehand, but The time that it takes for him to move around this ball to make it a right side catch is what cost him the point. Reach out with the left side, you got it. You got that about knee level. You wait to catch it on the right side, it's ankle level. There's a difference.
I believe 4 in a row, too, for the Renegades coming back, and now a chance to close out the set. Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up for Gaucheri. Second serve is good. Here's Benny. Oh, hard throw back to Ben on the right side. Makes the catch. Ben now from the 11th line. He goes wall to wall. A little too high, though. That's in the overhead screen. Out of play. 4 points for Jairo and Benny.
Keeps the Devils in it.
Oh, Benny ducks. Jairo with a spinning save to keep it going. Gaucheri inside placement again. Benny backing up. He scooped it up. Hard throw. Ben now reaches in. Catch by Benny. Coming up the middle. Here's Ben now on the right side. Forehand. Jairo runs around it. Plays it on the right side. Robote straight to Gaucheri. Gaucheri fires it inside. Scooped by Benny. Benny back to Gaucheri. This comes shooting off the back wall. Jairo play to the inside. Gaucheri aggressively. Split 2 wall. Oh, caught in the air by Jairo. Jairo fires it low and hard. That'll score. The Devils have tied it up at 5-5. This is set point.
Great throw by Jairo. What an effort by Gaucheri. I mean, he blasts this. Jairo makes a great catch, catches it deep. That's been his sweet spot throughout his career. Rifles this back. Right, actually, I'm not even sure if that touched the sidewall, but it came straight out of Gaucheri's cesta. Yeah, this Robote prop. I know Benny called for Jairo to take it, but he had to think more was coming off of it. 5-5, set point.
Hard serve, Ben handles it to get things going. Play to the inside, Jairo comes flying in. He passes, Robote forehand. Gaucheri keeps it inside, catch by Jairo overhead. Ben back there in the corner, comes out from the left side. Not past Jairo though, he cuts one off again, low and hard. And alone, he makes the catch. Jairo calls him off on the Robote. Robote launched right back to Ben. Benny now from the 12th line, plays it to the inside. Ben with another good play. And he steps up from the 10 line, he goes deep. Gaucheri up at the 7, fires it back inside. Benny keeps it on the left, on the backhand. Left side Robote just launched it. Back to Benny though, good read. Hard throw, Ben.
Great catch.
Involved in the corner. Oh, that kicks out to the middle of the court, and it's tipped. Point and set. Jairo and Benny come back, win it 6-5. 2 minutes. Come back and play set number 2.
Now, Gaucheri did have a face full of Jairo, no question about that, but Gaucheri is definitely able to make that catch.
Yeah, that one was surprising. I mean, the way that Gaucheri played throughout that entire opening set and just missed that one forehand, that was the difference. 6-5. Jairo and Benny come back to take it.
Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Winter 2025 has begun. Mondays and Tuesdays at 5 p.m., Fridays at 7 p.m., Of course, Fridays we are open to the public, as we are tonight. Currently in our 6th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here's Gaucheri winding up. Split placement perfectly executed on the replay to score.
Yeah, it really was. Just split him up perfectly. Oh, look at Benny, just ducks to get out of the way. That was down 5-4, so if that would have hit him, that would have ended the set.
Benny called for Jairo to take that rebote too, and was like, not really. But Jairo got in there. Then this one.
Hard throw, perfect.
That did cross the side, yeah, because it would be rare to see Gaucheri miss one, but Jairo's absolutely lethal. Jairo there, as you can see, one of the players who likes to keep the cesta tied on in between sets whenever possible. Every time we come back from a break, he talks to me about what it's like to be playing Jai-Alai after 40. And I just sit there and I nod my head.
So it was hard enough at 26. That's why I gave it up. You know, that's always impressive.
Team captain Jairo, just such a great attitude year after year after year here at Magic City.
Back with Benny and come back. They won that first set. See what they can do in set number 2. Gaucheri and Ben will have that serve. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Gaucheri and Ben serve to Jairo and Benny.
Gaucheri coming from behind. The way he's been playing tonight, as relaxed he's been playing tonight. Curious to see. He switches on the afterburners. He's definitely ready for this serve.
There's a serve by Gaucheri. We begin our second set with an ace. Quick first point for the Renegades.
I'd say he's ready. Rifles it
right
in,
on it, Stu.
hits the floor, crosses the side wall, setting up an extremely difficult catch for the back quarter. That was perfectly executed by Gaucheri.
Then he stands in there again, makes the catch. Back to the middle of the court, Gaucheri. Costano hard to the inside, backing up. What a great scoop by Benny. Ryan just above the pad, Gaucheri scoops it up. Hard to the inside again, here's Benny. Gaucheri now. Back into the corner, Benny from the left side. Puts it on the wall, Ben now steps up. Rotate forehand launch, just does clear that overhead screen. Gaucheri tries to backpedal. He does get out there. Right back to Jairo, though. Keeps the pressure on. Tough catch. Low on the left side made by Ben. Gaucheri between the 9 and 10 line. Launches this. Wall to wall again. Jairo. Fires the rebote. Then steps out of the way. Gaucheri forehand to the outside. Wow. That's perfectly thrown.
Wow. And a salute from the opposing front quarter, who got beat flat-footed. That was just so well executed. Outside placement of the forehand rebote. Watch how he lines up. Look where Jairo's standing mid-court. It happens so fast. Jairo didn't have a chance to get his cesta up.
He really forded with that boundary, too. I mean, didn't need to. That was perfect. Oh, backing up, Benny stands in, takes the serve. Gaucheri, though, from the 9 line. Little bullet coming back to him, Benny again.
Gaucheri was calling for that one.
Forehand inside, right back to Jairo now. Ben running out of the way. Gaucheri high to the inside, big bounce. Benny, great control. Gaucheri stands in, lines up the catch, backhand, dropping low. Here's Benny now from the 11 line. Right in the corner again, not a lot on it. Spinning save, just does clear. Forehand rebote, wall to wall. Gaucheri to the outside again, Jairo leaping grab. Ben takes off. Oh, look at Ben, he gets there on the outside. Forehand back to Benny. That'll
My,
score.
oh my. Ben decided to get in there and make something out of that. Stopped it to the outside, beautifully done. Return crossing the sidewall and scoring. That was nice. Look at this effort by Ben.
He got there. Yeah, Jairo he thought that one scored, and look at Ben. Oh, another hard serve, an ace brings it to 4-0.
Yeah, it's really hard to, the cameras are great. They don't quite capture how fast that ball is coming off of these serves. Zulaika does it, Gaucheri does it.
I mean,
Correa occasionally does it.
I don't know if it's just because we've been off for a while, but I think Gaucheri's thrown it harder than we've ever seen. I mean, he's just been launching the ball all day. Benny from the 11 plays it to the inside, right in the corner again. Just drops it along the side wall. Benny waits on it from the 11. Back to the inside. Ben steps away. Gaucheri with the left side rebote. Big bounce. Oh, Benny comes away with it along the wall. Here's Ben now on the forehand. Drops it to the inside. Jairo reaching in, tough grab. He goes deep. Not deep enough. Ben pulls it in. It's one between the Devils. Jairo lays up the rebote on the back end. Cut off by Gaucheri. Gaucheri rifles to the inside. Here's Benny. Another forehand. Gaucheri stays with the rebote. Plays it along the wall. And it'll score. Perfectly placed. That's 5 straight. Possible set point for Gaucheri and Ben.
That forehand generally worked for Benny going for it. That ball's crossing the side wall, and he's reaching up with his right side to try to make that catch on the side wall. Tipped it.
Backhand by Benny to the inside. Rebote forehand. Saved by Gaucheri.
Oh,
it's
tipped in the
tipped
front
by
court.
Jairo. Perfect set by Gaucheri and Ben. We're going to a third one in 2 minutes.
That happened pretty quick. Certain amount of poking the bear, I imagine. I mean, Gaucheri looked frustrated after that last point of the first set when Jairo, moving out of the way, just crossed in front of him, and Gaucheri dropped a handball.
Yeah, I mean, Gaucheri, such a great player. I mean, he wins a lot, but after dropping the first set, I don't know how many times he loses that second set. I mean, not often in his battle court career. I mean, there's not a ton of losses over the last 6 seasons now, but, and then how many of those have been straight set losses? I mean, few and far between. What a response, and that's kind of the MO for the Renegades. They go down and they just keep fighting and find a way to stay in this match. Powerful serve, got things started. And
Outside
they never looked
placement.
back.
Yeah, look at
those were the
outside.
first 2 points, an ace and then an outside placement, and you knew that Gaucheri was ready to go in set 2 after that.
For those of you who may not be familiar, that's Jairo saluting. Jairo gets a carom off here. It's not a particularly well-thrown carom. That ball's still going outside at the 8 line. Ben chased it down beautifully. And then Ben just rifles it back.
Another serve here. Again, Benny caught
Ben.
it on the tip, and that ball juggling out of the basket.
And no, the Devils got beat up in that second set. There's no question about it. So a third set coming up.
Game day hanging in the balance, too. So 3 wins already for the Renegades. Just 2 wins on the game day so far for the Devils. So if the Renegades win this match, they'll get a full point for the game day win. If the Devils win this match, both teams will get half a point in our season-long standings. That's new for this Winter 25 season, a new scoring format. Third and decisive set. Clock's winding down. We're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Jairo and Benny serve to Gaucheri and Ben. There's a serve. Our third set is underway with a great catch by Ben off a powerful serve. Here's Benny now from the 10 line. Right in the corner, Robote left side, high off the front wall. Hyro's got time, he cuts it off. Oh, Ben reaching
catch.
back in the corner, tough play. There's the backhand on the wall. Hyro saves it on the back end. Goes Sherry in the middle of the court. Costado hard to the inside, backing up.
That
Makes a
ball
high
kicked.
scoop, and he's got it. On the backhand, right back to Benny this time. He puts it on the wall. Ben, not there, goes Sherry. Robote inside. Benny sidearm play, crossing the sidewall, goes Sherry, waits on it, just lays it up. Takes Benny back beyond the 13, sidearm again on the forehand, catching two walls. Here's Robote. Robote left side, high to the inside, Benny's there, takes it in the air. And now able to pass. Robote, over to the outside, goes Sherry. Backpedaling into position, just does get out there hard as he can to the inside. Benny now, forehand. With a softer touch, goes Sherry, covers the space, he cuts it off. Robote forehand, hard to the inside again, backing up. Benny, great scoop, hard throw. Sherry again with that big Robote save on the wall. Benny, great control. Backhand clears the overhead screen, picked off by Ben. Ben now comes up the middle, who feeds Hyro's forehand. He keeps it low and hard. Ben with a tip ball. Hyro and Benny, first point of our third and decisive set.
One of those where Ben wasn't entirely sure. His catching was spot on there in that second set, most of the first set as well. There, when you're in the corner, those balls are particularly difficult to catch. When we talk about Manu and Aratz being particularly effective in the corner, it's not an easy thing to do.
Hard serve again. Ben takes it in the middle of the court. Backhand above the pad. Cut off by Hyro. Robote comes up the middle again. Hyro from the right side. Straight to the inside. Going to be a tough Robote. Goes Sherry. Oh, just did make the save. Takes Hyro to the outside. He fires it above the pad. Ben, what a catch. He keeps it going. Then he goes over the top. Goes Sherry looking to get back in there. Two wall. Thrown to score.
Wow. Wow.
What a shot by Gosherry. That's 1-1.
Wow, that was beautiful. I mean, that's probably more frustration than we've seen from Benny in a long time. There is a certain frustration about throwing it a particular way with intent and seeing the other guy just basically snag it and kill you with it. It's like, what else could I have thrown?
Well, that's a hard serve. Benny back
Great
it up.
catch.
He comes away with it.
Great catch by Benny.
Right back into the corner. Robote forehand. Fire to the inside. Cut off overhead by Hyro. Robote left side. Played to the inside again. Benny couldn't get there in the air. Wants to play the Robote on the back end. That's a good save. Back inside. Splitter. Benny takes
Benny
off.
read it.
He's got that one. Benny's Karam is in. Look at Ben
what a
on the
catch by
outside.
Ben.
Forehand back in. Benny.
what a
Robote
save by Benny.
save. Here's goes Sherry. Hard up the middle now. Benny steps in on the right side. Forehand. Oh, Sherry makes a nice save again. Benny lines it up right off the sidewall. Backhand above the pad. Dropping it in the corner. Goes Sherry, plays it. Ben now from the 12. Edge by Benny. It's up at the 10 line. Low runner inside. Right to go Sherry. Drop shot. Oh, Hyro controls it. He returns a drop shot. Look at Gosherry. He's not going to get there. Two bounces ruled and a second point for the Devils.
Tell you, it is not easy to beat Gosherry on a drop shot. It's not easy to beat Gosherry, period, but it's definitely not easy to beat him on a drop shot. He is fast, and he does not like to be beaten on drop shots. So he's a little extra fast. Now there's that second bounce. Great effort. That was bold by Hyro, and effective. We frequently see bold, but bold and effective. Not always.
Hard serve, Ben again. From the left side, backhand. Right to Benny. Ben steps in, takes it beyond the 12 line. Hard to the inside. Benny just out of the corner. Hyro. Robote save. Sherry back to the inside. Benny with another high scoop. Our throw. Drops between them. Goes Sherry. Plays it on the back end with that rebote. Another one on the left side. This one comes in a little lower. Benny takes it off the wall. Catch by Ben now. Just beyond the 11 to the inside. Cut off by Jairo. Jairo goes deep. Not a lot on that. Just dug out there by Go Sherry. Go Sherry to the outside. That'll score.
They're giving Go Sherry the rebote, always going back to his first season here.
Just throws that so hard.
Not effective. I mean, it's not effective when you're playing against him. Here on this court, he's as dangerous off of the rebote as he is off of the front wall. Benny's been doing a much better job here with this catching here in the third set.
Benny with the backhand. Catch by Ben. Low on the left side. Jairo now. Forehand. Rifled back to Ben. He's got to make a scoop. He comes away with it. From the 9 line now. Jairo looking to pass. He's got it. Go Sherry off his footing. Fires it inside. Backing up. Benny now with the forehand. Catch off the sidewall. Go Sherry. Kind of a long drop shot. Jairo picks it up. Backhand. Stopped by Ben. He comes over the top. Ben makes a good catches across the sidewall. Powerful backhand. Not past Benny. He steps up. Puts it right back to Ben's left side. Ben switches to the forehand. Deeper in the backcourt. Oh, feeds Jairo's right side, though. He's got it. Forehand, lower and harder. Ben reaching in. Makes a great scoop. Backhand, 2-all, not enough. Jairo tracks it down. He fires it above the pad again. Goes Sherry now with a great scoop. Rote goes wall to wall. Go Sherry tracks it down for the left side, fires it up the middle. There's a scoop by Benny now. Benny comes over the top. Go Sherry takes it off the wall. Inside placement. Benny waits on it, makes the catch at the 10.
Go Sherry called for that, Ben. Spot on the catching in the backcourt.
Benny again, this time from the 10 line. Go Sherry rebote to the outside. Wow. The Philo off the rebote scores. That's 3 points.
I know I said this the other day. I'm not sure who was playing. I think it was the Chargers or somebody. You need to be able to see the ball in order to catch it. Sherry throws this so fast again. Between the time that ball hits the floor and cuts out.
Backhand inside. Here's the rebote. Ooh, that kicked up. Sherry stays with it. Benny now backing up. Makes a tough catch. Oh, scoop tipped. 3 points for the Devils. Jairo and Benny, they tie it up.
3-3 in the third set. The last match of the evening. Yeah, you always got to lean it in direction of Go Sherry, but
Ben, great control again. Plays to the inside. Benny waits on it. Ben just beyond the 11. Trying to pass. Then he steps back. Jairo goes up for it. Controls it on the forehand. Low and hard back inside. There's the scoop by Go Sherry. Benny with the forehand. High to the inside. 3-wall play. Go Sherry knows where to be. He fires it back to him. Going to be a tough rebote. Benny makes a diving save. Gets it to the backcourt where it scores.
Ben has caught so many difficult balls back here. That
just kind of floated on him there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that ball did not seem particularly difficult. Ben's been spot on. Jairo calling to Benny to maintain his focus here. Gaucheri, we know, is fired up to either grab a serve or make something happen here.
Ben handles that serve. What a catch. Backhand opens up to the middle of the court. Oh, Benny steps in there for the rebote. That's missed. 4-4 is the score. Gaucheri and Ben serve.
Yeah, Jairo got off a great serve. He really did. Was not able to capitalize on it for the Devils. Tied up at 4-4. First to 6 will win the match. And imagine Gaucheri's got at least a few more powerful serves than his bag of tricks.
That's a low, hard serve. Benny comes away with it. What a catch. Tough rebote. That's missed. Devils step out ahead. They lead 5-4. Possible set. And a possible match point for Jairo and Benny.
Tricky one. That ball was floating as it was coming out of the rebote. When we say floating, just mean it wasn't coming with the same speed that you'd expect it to. And Jairo again with that serve. Let's see if the Devils are able to do it here.
Oh, Gaucheri picks it to the outside. That will score. Just like that, we are at 5-5 in our third set. This is match point.
Yeah, even the judge. You'll see the judge here. Even the judge is like, get out of the way.
Look at this. He's moving and
oh, yeah, that's in.
Ducks.
Okay, yeah, that's in, and I'm out of here.
So if the Renegades win this point, they'll win the game day, get a full point for their team. If the Devils come away with it, half a point goes to each team. And it'll end in a game day tie. Awaiting the serve. Hard serve by Gaucheri. That scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Gaucheri and Ben win the game day for the Renegades. 6-5 in the third and decisive set. What a way to close it out. Stay tuned for the post-game show. That's coming up in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court postgame show. The Renegades pick up right where they left off last season. They defeat the Devils, winning 4 out of 6 matches to pick up a full point in tonight's game day. We have our player of the day ready to go in the DraftKings players cage, and that's going to be Goanaga for the Renegades. Just had to ask you before we get into some questions about yourself, number 20 out there goes Sherry alongside Ben. That's been a key team for your Renegades the last couple seasons. How much confidence did you have that they were going to pull it out there in the end?
Yes, I think that we have full trust on them. They've been playing together, I think, the last 3 seasons, and they play really well with each other. Sherry did a great job. He did an amazing job on the last match. It was a really important win, and thanks to him, we won the game day, and he's happy.
Yeah, and even though you guys lost in the offseason, a lot of players stepped up today, including yourself. What's it going to take to get you guys back into the playoffs and ultimately to a championship where you want to go?
Well, I think that, like you said, we are going to miss Arad a lot. He's a nice player, a nice guy, a friend of us as well, and we are going to miss him, but we have Urbieta now as a backcourt. We need to go game day by game day, try our best, and try to win as much as we can.
John, you've adjusted the court, no question about that. Coming from your first year and then your second year this year, you seem very comfortable both moving up on the ball, your court positioning, as well as throwing shots. Talk about how this season, or so far this year, feels different than it has in the past for you.
Well, I think that at the beginning I had less confidence than now. Last season was, even that we lost on the final, was a good season for us. I'm with confidence, and we need to keep, in this way and try our best.
Awesome, Goanaga. Great start for you guys, picking up a full point tonight in your first opportunity. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll continue on with the post-game show with some of the replays. Recap that action between the Renegades and the Devils all night long here, getting started with Goanaga in singles against Jairo.
Jairo got off to a bit of a slow start. Not that you would have known if you would have watched that last set, or if you did watch that last set. But in singles, Goanaga was spot on, catches off the forehand, and every opportunity he had to throw a shot, he did.
Kills it with the right side there. The Karam locks in a point. Take another look. Rabote, the left side. Beautiful catch, though, by Jairo, but right to the forehand of Goanaga, and that was working for him all day.
To throw the forehand, to throw a carom back from about the 10 line, between the 9 and 10 line, when you're on the inside, and have it open up like that, that's a well-thrown carom. Very well done by Goanaga.
Yeah, that match was a bit of a tone setter. Going out, Goanaga, member Division III. Jairo dropped into this ranking. Expectations high, but Goanaga comes away with a straight set win.
Have to tell you, I was impressed with Ben's play all evening long, especially there at the end.
Yeah, first time we saw him here, 4th Division, Kubala Nicholas against Stan and Ben.
I picture that when I make a comment like that and they show one of the player that I'm talking about missing, that they're just like in back, like laughing. But this is the one where he missed it.
Said the same thing I said before. Ben, even though they lost, still some good stuff in that match, but a little too much. And Nicholas up there in the front, and Kubala, great support back behind him.
Definitely more pressure on Ben here with Stan up in front. Got it. Primarily in terms of communication, Ben is capable of taking over a lot of these matches, and he just needs to call Stan off when he's got the play on the ball.
Then going on to this one, Ferronda and Benny against Goanaga and Urbieta, a 3rd Division matchup here. Great sequence.
Phenomenal sequence.
Kills it with that 2-wall.
Ferronda had turned to a more aggressive style of play in 2024. The second half of 2024 seems to be continuing. I think he was he was one that was down with an injury on the Cyclones, wasn't he?
He was one early on, absolutely.
Exactly. And then since then, after coming back, just firing on all cylinders and making some great shots. Fronda doing the same thing today.
And a little bit later on here, same match. Robote laid up, Kowanaga's forehand, and then this one, soft Cortana the inside, perfectly done, just above the pad.
Very well done.
Another look here. And get that Robote, but you feed the forehand, and then see how he drops down to the level of the pad, throws it kind of sidearm,
and the ball never comes up. That's what a Cortada is supposed to do. It's not just thrown low and hard. It doesn't just hit the side wall. It hits the side wall and continues to go down. Then goes Sherry, who probably the most relaxed and confident I've seen, but not like an overconfidence. He just looked very relaxed, like he just came off vacation, which he did.
But in rhythm and firing shots like that from the start. I mean, the carom, the costado, the serve, all weapons from Go Sherry back in action here in the Winter 25 season.
No, I mean, there's no question. Nicholas has a lot of experience playing against Go Sherry, especially in practice, and just was not able to make anything work against him.
Then moving on over to 6th Division doubles with CRB and Kubawa against Stan.
This was a fun one. You know, CRB didn't get off to a particularly fast start, but then when he did start catching and throwing and landing a few, he just kept going.
Absolutely right. Well placed here. Back on the inside. Look at Stan there.
Stan in his second season for Battle Court. The remainder of the player, actually not the remainder, but CRB and Kubala both joined the program 2019. Flores about 3 years ago.
And then the finale here, Hyro and Benny against Go Sherry and Ben. Chance for the Devils to tie up this game day, going down to the final point of the match.
You know, 5-5 in the third set, made on a series of great catches and great throws. Devils did a really good job of coming back, but Go Sherry was really just too much there at the end. Great save by Benny. Here you see Go Sherry with the catch. Winds up. Where's he going? Going to drop it inside. Split placement. Yep. Split placement it is. Home to score. So well done.
And in the end, look, the Devils were winning 5-4 into that third set. Go Sherry and Ben won the final 2 points. They win the match and get the Renegades a full point for that game day win. Let's take a look at our season-long standings. The page looks a little bit different from some previous seasons, though.
Yes, it does.
Again, now you get 1 point. The team, 1 point for a win, half a point for a tie, 0 points for a loss. So that's our current standings right now. Wins for the Chargers and Renegades, Fireballs and Warriors tied, and the Cyclones and Devils losers. Those points are reflected in that rightmost column with the two teams that made it to the finals last year's two right back up there at the top again.
Absolutely.
We will be back in action on Monday night when these Devils take on the Fireballs.
I just need to make sure that I get the schedule straight because, you know, as you get older, you need to write things down. I haven't written it down. So we're Mondays at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
We're Tuesdays at 5 p.m. We're Fridays at 7 p.m.
You nailed it.
And 7 p.m. is when people can actually come here to Magic City, come in, enjoy the evening.
A week from tonight, every Friday through the end of the season.
Okay.
That's the time to come on in. Mondays and Tuesdays, 5 p.m. Fireballs and Devils. We get started with some singles. That'll be Arats against Nicholas. So 2 new players in Division 1 going at it. Then 6th Division doubles will feature Jedin and Cabrera against CRB and Kubala. Follow that up with Lalu and Arats against Hyro and Benny. Then we'll move on to 4th Division singles. That'll be Ron against Faronda. Then Lalu and Cabrera take on Nicholas and Kubala. And we close it out with Arutia and Ron against Faronda and Benny. That will be the slate for Monday when the Fireballs take on the Devils. We'll continue on with our Winter 25 season then. For Stu Nyman, I'm Andrew Bleckman. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you Monday.
See you Monday at 5.
Good night.
Hyro, do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but
it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Jai-Alai you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.